You're the best.
Chat bat.
Chat bat.
Chat. Oh my god, I'm changing my name myself to Chat Bat.
You should be good in live, Hats. One day you'll
Hello.
see. Okay, chat
Test,
bat
test.
commences.
So I looked at the stream. I don't see anything different.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Mhm.
Hello.
You can't do this to me.
I can and will.
I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
Oh, I don't have permission to write in the chat. Never mind, I cannot chat back.
How do I give one permission?
You need to give a specific role.
Yeah, the one we have.
You need to give the
Oh,
green
right.
one. Damned if I do,
Yeah,
damned if I
yeah.
don't.
Yep. There you go. Congratulations,
Yeah.
Mooney. You're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't.
Woo. Time to rat.
Rat. Ratting at the dewy. Ratatouille. Da-da-da. Okay, I'm gonna actually go look at these
Mooney.
gods. Hatter won't shut up about.
I totally have a reason. It's gonna take a long time before it's revealed why.
I see.
And I'm telling. Okay, hold on. Let me message to you.
What? Why? What? Who?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, what do I write? I don't know what to write.
Yo, that god's using fake letters. Realize that.
Sorry, what?
The fuck are you on about?
I've had to start learning about fake letters.
1 second. How do you spell integral?
God, if I
INTEGRAL.
Yep, you got it. Damn it, don't rub your bilinguality in my face.
I will rub my
Anyway.
bilinguality in your face. I will
oh, you
rub
mean-
my
you mean-
bisexuality in your face.
Oh, you mean Damon Blake? Damon Blake is using fake letters. All right.
Damon Blick.
Where
Damon Blake.
else? Where else?
I
do
mean,
chat
I'm
rat?
guessing you're using the
non-adding,
the-
but like sending them in the shill chats for surprise round, stabbiness.
I'm not in the surprise round chat.
I'm guessing you're
Thank you for
using
adding.
the old English occupied Britain.
I don't,
layout.
Ellen. I don't know what I'm using it for because in that sense, literally, they're the same letter used 2 different ways in the same fucking name. So I don't know.
Oh,
I just
okay.
thought it looked cool because one is Damon Bleak, and then the other one is Bleak. So Damon Bleak.
Oh,
Oh, Damon Black. Damon Black. Yeah.
okay.
One is A and one is E.
Yeah, one is A and one is it.
So like,
Yeah,
I don't know. It's you just.
I can
it's
tell
just
you what
using-
black means.
What does it mean?
It means ink or
Oh, shit.
spot. So an ink devil, demon.
Hey Eli, do you want to trade cards?
Let me. I didn't even notice what I had.
You
so,
have a possible shot. I have Rage and Fury.
I like
checks
that.
out. Yep. To reach
I
it.
like that some of these gods have colon and some of them don't.
Have what? Oh, the fucking Christ! Hold on.
One of them has a comma. It's very like character defining.
Hold on. I'm gonna fucking fix it.
God. Also, do we want to say in chat or like say on stream like the name of the gods?
We can.
Nah,
we can.
fuck 'em.
Okay, fuck them. I guess. Fuck 'em.
I can say them when we get started. I'll do a full voice for it.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's really funny. Just
fuck
fuck 'em.
Nah, fuck 'em.
All right.
Sorry, chat. I'm sorry. I just my instinct, Hanu's asshole instinct took over. Also, for note,
People? No, fuck them.
yeah. For note, we are missing a Percival today.
Yes,
Yes.
correct.
Yes.
We're only a party of 4 now.
Percival's
Also-
off on assignment.
Also, you might want to put like next to them like god or goddess or deity.
Oh, I only have certain ones for that. But I will put those down. Hold on.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Uh,
You could have like their Royal Highness.
The big bitch.
What's their adjectives?
Big and bitch.
Little and ass.
No, that's funny.
That's why I said in his voice.
Ah,
I know what I am.
Yeah, I'm the twin with all the ass.
yeah. It's just
there
like
we go. Yep, oh, there we go. All right. I actually had all of them. now, notably, these all subject to change a little bit, like the little, like, you know, because at first, in my mind, Conaris was more the god of the celestial bodies and the stars than anything, but slowly shifted to he was more the god of time.
Understandable.
Who?
Conaris, the god of time, darkness, and celestial bodies.
mm-mm.
Mhm. Oh, these are not in alphabetical order.
No, they are not.
Of course.
I'm sorry, they are not.
No. That makes perfect sense. Gods are not beholden to an alphabet.
Mm.
I think. No, I was gonna say I think I put them in reverse order of when they were born, and that's still not true because Conaris was second born.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and Eldar was firstborn.
Firstborn,
Eldar's at
yeah.
the bottom.
Yeah. So I was like, Eldar's at the bottom. Maybe I did this in reverse order when they were born. No, Conaris is second in line. Nope, never mind.
Fuck it.
There's no order. There's no order to what the fuck they are. I'm sorry. But yes, the book you have has general information on all of them. Nothing like crazy specific, like getting into their history and all of this stuff. But the generic stuff, like what you would get if you opened up Nethys and be like, "What's this god about?" and it would give you that
Yup.
information.
So, could you inform me about the things that happened last session because I forgot.
Oh, it's
I
totally
was
fine.
Hey, Hunter.
cheeky.
Hey,
Yeah.
Howard. What happened
Yeah.
last time on Read Only Memories?
Wow.
Well, last time on Read Only Memories, you arrived in town. Well, two of you arrived in town. And were immediately mistaken for members of the church and given free drinks because of it. However,
This was not an
Um,
attempt we made. This was forced upon us.
yeah, I mean, you could have said no, but you know,
We couldn't. No, in
I
fact.
want. I wanted to make it clear that the religion of this land has a very strong influence and is a prominent feature of their culture. I think I did that well. So, yes. So that being said, you arrived, and you were invited into the tavern. And after some time, the magic talkie box beeped at you and explained that you could all speak this world's common now. And you met with Colton, the owner of the local bookstore where you got all of your the books. So you will have a basic understanding of the world. You just have to ask questions, and I'll tell you what you know. And through Colton, you also met Aloysius. Aloysius is a
Oh, God.
is a gentleman, a very plain, regular-looking gentleman, except that he's followed around by a very large white wolf, who seems oddly sapient, and seems to be able to stare into your soul. Aloysius himself appears to be in a constant daze, and you were told by Colton that he's been like that for years. Like, he's been around since Colton
That's
was a
him.
boy. And his grandparents told him that Aloysius has been around exactly the same way, still in the days since they were kids. He's been around for a very long time, but he looks like a normal person. Like, he looks like a normal human. So it's possible he's an Azamar and unreasonably long-lived.
I could just give tokens for that, so that man
But
might look
Azamar
different
only live
suddenly.
slightly longer than humans.
Only slightly longer than humans, yeah. Which,
Well, if the human Azamar.
well, that's true, yeah. But he looks plain Jane human. And so after buying the books with the last of your money, you decided to. Oh, sorry. Also, the investigator of your group, Nina, figured out that he's being poisoned. Dun dun dun.
Da-da-da-da.
You don't know by what or by who. You don't know what the effect the poison has, but he's been poisoned for a long time. If his nails grow regularly, he's been poisoned for at least several months.
But that doesn't match up with what we've been told.
Yeah, that doesn't match up with what you've been told. That being said, you don't have the money necessary to rent a place in town to sleep, and it's still nearly a full day, like a full 12-hour trek back to your crash zone in the middle of the dark up a treacherous mountain path.
Yeah, it's fine.
Seems like a bad idea. So you've decided to go
Bags.
camping out in the woods not too far from town.
Wait. Okay. So first things first. Could you? Because some of these people have the same icon. Could you write down like what the names of the people are, and have them over their icon or something?
Sorry,
Is that something they can do in
so
Foundry?
yeah. But Colton has one. The issue is, I thought I had
Yeah, to make it viewable by everyone.
display name. So I didn't fix. I thought I had.
Hover always
for everyone.
Yeah.
All right, Colton down here. Can you
Yep.
see his name?
Yes.
Yep.
And Aloysius.
So think about Aloysius. I don't actually have that up.
Think about Aloysius. That's not what his token says.
Well, the thing is...
No. I didn't have it actually written down because, again, he was a generic icon, and I don't have any. I had plans to replace him eventually because he's a quest line.
But
NPC.
the icon on the map is a temporary one. It has its own settings.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you could
that's
just
that.
put it on there.
Yeah. So hold on, give me a second. I apologize.
That's okay.
You're
So
good.
as everyone starts to go out of town to set up camp, Dive.
Aloysius' token is the one on the farthest right of the map.
Yeah.
I wonder if Hatter will figure out what we did.
I'm about to add name to the token.
You.
He's sitting on his porch, feet up on the thing, reading one of the books that he just borrowed from the store.
From his collection.
Yeah, which is, as you found out, actually his books.
Yeah.
So does the porch have like a railing sort of thing?
Yeah, it has a railing. It has a
Yeah, she's just
railing
gonna,
that
like-
his feet up put up on.
She's just gonna like. Of course, she can just like jump over it because she just like hovers a bit and she just jumps higher. So she just jumps higher and like lands on the railing. Hi. Hi there, person too.
Hold on. So So I deleted the sheet that he was connected to, and so I can't change his name. But the NPC token I have with the changeable tokens isn't working.
Well, you
Ah.
could just do it directly on the token. The token is a separate thing from the sheet. You don't need to edit the prototype token.
The problem is I can't open it.
Oh,
Yeah,
right-click
it says this token references an actor who's no longer existed within this world.
Oh shit. Well, right-click the token.
Okay,
twice.
hold on. Oh, I should capitalize your name.
Okay.
Now he's a barbarian, but you know, there he is.
You can also just right-click the token twice.
Dive.
Mm.
Hold on. As you are like coming up on the porch, his front door is open, and you can easily see inside, and it is a mess. It is a hoarder's home that a tornado ran through. It is a mess. It's God, it's hard to like see into it, but you can just see the long white fluffy tail of a wolf coming out from a side room, somewhere inside the building.
Hello.
He like looks up at you. Hello.
Your dog is very cool. Is that your dog, or is that just like? I want to know more about your cool friend. Points inside at dog.
Oh, that's my brother's.
Ah,
Yeah, his name's Yamozo.
yeah, I remember.
I mispronounced that, but yeah.
Yeah, I remember. So why do you have him? Why didn't your brother have him? Or her? I don't actually know.
He like looks at you for a moment, kind of blinking. Not like a what? You answer this question. More of like a. He's trying to remember what the question was, and then my brother went away a while back, and he couldn't take Nyo. He couldn't take Nyomo
Your
with him.
Morzel?
So he let me. I'm just taking care of him till he gets back.
Would you like some help? Because right now, we're new to town and we don't have a place to stay. So it's either ask around because we don't have any money either, or we go out of town and try and come. So if there's anything we can do to help, either with helping you or helping the big boy, or looks inside cleaning up a bit, we can help as best we can.
You know, and he like leans over and looks in the room. Goes, oh, yeah, it is a little messy. All right. You think that you were talking so much you lost track of the first half of the conversation? Well, if you want to try, you can. I don't. And next to the door is like a walking stick, and he goes, "Oh, I've been looking for that." And like leans over and takes it. This is one of the few objects that's in clear, plain sight, and you should be able to see it if you were ever walking, out of the building. And he takes it, and sets us up next to him, next to the chair he's sitting in. What were we talking about?
You are graciously offering to have us stay at yours for the night because we have no place to stay.
Did I?
Yeah.
Well, that's awfully nice of me.
It is. Thank you so much.
Are you
Oh.
floundering this? Like, are you cheating this man?
A little bit.
Be nice to the man. He has
I'm being
fucking
nice. We're cleaning his
Guys,
house. We're gonna clean his
guys.
house. Yeah.
You don't see movement in the darkened building as the sun is kind of setting and the shadows of the streets are getting long. But you can see the two ghostly white orbs reflecting the setting the sun, looking dead at you.
Wait, where?
And inside the building, you no longer see the fluffy tail. Just within the shadows
Also-
of the building, the wolf seems to be staring at you now.
Also, okay. I didn't like deceive him or anything. That is what he said. He said we could. I'm just reminding him. I'm just twisting his words ever so slightly to make him look in a better light.
Can you convince him to so that we can take his dog?
no.
No! It's not
Okay.
even his dog.
What the hell is wrong with all of you?
It
Oh.
basically, what we said is, if you let us stay the night, we can help you look after the dog. You look after your brother's wolf and clean up your house.
Awesome.
Huh. Alright.
And then
Well-
you found your walking stick, and then forgot the whole thing happened.
Yomo usually takes care of himself, but I mean, does my place look? He leans like, oh, it is kind of messy.
Oh, this man is stupefied.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill
Oh.
him.
What? What?
What the fuck is
Well,
wrong
I
with
laid
you?
out my pieces in the comments.
What?
Clearly, he's the wizard the entire world is manifested from. So I'm gonna kill him and watch the world disappear in a proof of logic.
Oh
No!
no! This person.
I pull out
is
a
having
bat
really
and I
bad-
smack you on the head.
Oh no! This person is having really bad memory loss. He doesn't really know what's going on or where he is.
I'm gonna kill him.
I'll kill him. Yeah, he seems entirely out of it.
No, I'm joking.
All right. And he gets up. You notice as he gets up, he does favor one leg more than the other.
Oh my god.
When he's walking, it's not that noticeable because it's very, very light. But he puts his weight on it first, and you see that he kind of not buckles, but you know that moment when you stand up and your knees don't lock, and you kind of go, ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he does that a little bit, but catches himself. He doesn't seem to notice, but he gets up.
Hey, what's wrong with your knee? What's wrong with your leg? Why? What's with the stick?
He looks down at his.
You can't
Looks down
ask
at
him
his-
questions while he's in the middle of something. He forgot already.
Damn it! I forgot we're in jailhouse lock rules. He only remembers the last 3 things.
He has
Essentially, yeah.
dementia.
He stops, and then he looks down his leg. And he like looks at it weirdly. I don't know. What?
If you would like, my friend is a doctor, and we can have a look at you to see if something's wrong. It's always
Oh.
nice to have a good checkup, anyway.
Well, I don't have no money for a doctor.
We're not going to charge you. After all, you're letting us stay here the night.
Am I?
Yeah.
It's awful nice of me.
Okay. And he kind of shuffles. Mooney, you can dive. You feel the stare that this wolf is giving you now. But he's like, oh hey, come on in. There's not a lot of room. And he shuffles into the building.
Dive like looks over at everyone, gives the current. Let me find the picture.
Hanu is just like staring, like, what the fuck?
Welcome back. Yeah, she just sends over the Konosuba Aqua thumbs up. So, first things first, do you remember your name?
He like looks. He like stops because he was like walking in, so he's like halfway in the doorway now. And he stops and he goes, "Oh, I'm Aloysius."
Okay, good. Aloysius, this is my friend Nina. She is a doctor and she helps people.
Hi, Nina. You get a sense he's not going to remember that name in about 20 seconds.
Yeah. We're not
Oh,
setting up in the woods. Come on.
yeah, take it down.
Okay.
What?
What? I'm sorry. What did Nina say?
Okay.
Almost finished setting up the tents in the woods.
Oh, okay.
Take it down.
Yeah, hold on.
I'm taking it down.
Okay.
Nina, my very good doctor friend, you there is a patient for you.
Oh, yes.
Would you like one of my potions?
Good news. The healthcare's free for you. Only the government pays.
Yeah, exactly. Because we don't charge.
Hey, Nina, would you like one of my potions? They will help.
So
you-
basically
I
there
would
is
love
something
one of
wrong
your
with his
potions.
leg. There is something wrong with his leg, and he doesn't remember stuff very good. Now, if you excuse me, I got a doggy.
Honey, you don't make potions, you make alchemical elixirs.
Do you want one or not?
Potions, I'm going into battle, and I need your strongest
Strong.
potions.
I'm gonna put
Yeah,
one of
you
my
don't-
I
elixirs.
want one of your
Potions.
potions. They can help.
Potions,
I
and
put-
we're going into battle. So,
I put one of my elixirs of life in the party loot rabbit. It gives
Thank
+1
you.
bonus to save
So-
against poison.
Dive, you are a relatively
I
small,
take it.
lithe figure.
she is 5'0" and full of rage.
Yeah. It is hard to move in this space. There's like two clear paths. One that kind of like wraps. So the main room, right, is kind of wide. It's clearly supposed to have like a kitchen and a dining area, exactly what you would expect from like a small cabin of some kind. And the main space has like all the walls are just covered in random junk, shells filled with things, and then in the middle, taking up a majority of the space, there is just piles and piles of things. And there's like a thin, like 2.5 foot, maybe 3 foot wide walking space around around the outside island of junk that leads to the back, and you can kind of see that there are doorways in the back.
Well, that's fine
Um,
because we're going to be like trying to. I think we should stay here a few days. And she's going to talk to this about the rest of the party. I think that she should help this. I think that we should help this person.
And you, there is a clear path that Nomu takes more than anyone else because it's wider, but it's not like large creature wide. It's definitely like he's like scrunching up and going through to not knock over all this shit. But it is distinctly a little bit wider than the other path.
She goes up to Nyo Mozo and she looks him dead in the face. Give it to me straight. You're his brother, aren't you?
What the fuck?
Dive.
All right,
Well,
let's roll the session.
she is inside the house. You guys are all outside the house.
Yeah. So you'd be like a little bit further back. Because like
Yeah, Nina
Nomu's
was just
like
looking.
laying in the
Sounds good.
doorway of one of the back rooms. So he's like half in, half out, and he's kind of like looking, and you walked up to him. And roll me diplomacy.
Diplomacy. Oh.
Yeah. Or sorry, yeah, persuasion or whatever you want to like argue to get this dog to
Okay, what she's going to say is, you might as well say something to me because I already know that you're this guy's brother.
If
Okay.
you lie hard enough, maybe it'll
Let
work.
me bring out the wolf.
If I lie hard enough, then maybe.
I mean, would you like to re-roll that? That is up to you.
Nina is giving Dive
+1.
the clue in bonus, which is +1 circumstance.
All right.
I'm going to re-roll that.
Why?
Alright.
You don't know what it is. It could be a 20.
Yeah, she doesn't know, but that's why she wants to reroll.
I don't think Hatter would be mean enough to allow me to re-roll a 20.
So when I asked, do you want to re-roll? I'm not necessarily saying that you passed or failed, but what I'm saying is you did roll not the best. Whether or not it passed or failed is yet to be determined. But you have on the die wasn't great, not the greatest thing.
So I'm going to re-roll.
Yes.
+1.
Hate when you roll less. All right.
I fucking knew it! I knew that I would!
Oh, hun.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The wolf looks at you for a moment, and its eyes kind of like bore into you in a sense that you get the sense that it's almost like he's trying to determine something about you that you yourself may not even know.
You have to parry.
And and eventually he just kind of shakes his head.
No.
And then continues to look at you.
Oh, damn. Okay. I want to sense most.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have lied to me. I'm gonna roll deception instead.
No, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
It's not how that works, I don't think.
It is.
It
is?
is literally how it
Post
works.
lie to me.
Yeah, I will post lie to me.
Neat.
Yeah, it can only be used if someone, if you're trying to determine if someone's lying to you, but in this case, that is what Dive is trying to do.
Yes.
Yeah. So you rolled fucking great. You think Nomu's telling the truth?
Okay. I believe you. Like, pat on the snout. Do you know what is wrong
So
with...
he's laying down and his head is up. He's still eye level with you.
He's probably a lot taller.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. It's a big dog. He's pushing huge.
Dive's 5 feet.
Dive is 5 feet. I'm changing it. She's no longer 5 feet and full of rage. She's 5 feet and full of mischief.
I will point out once again that Hanu is like 3 feet. I am the little man.
Oh.
5 foot and full of yeah.
Yeah.
That's accurate.
You can see actually Dive now that you're here. You can kind of see that there is something beyond in this room beyond him, beyond Nomu. It's got like shelves and well, it's a lot like what this room is. It's just a clutter space. But you can actually see there's one relatively clear spot, a big like apothecary's desk, which has got a bunch of like small shelves and tiny drawers on it, and it's got stuff covering it, but it doesn't look like random stuff. Like there's like a miniature cauldron and bottles, and there's you can see a piece of paper tacked up on the wall, which is unusual because nothing seems tacked up on the wall in here. It's all shelves. So there's like stuff here. It almost seems like he's was working on something. You don't know how long it's been since he's touched it. There's no fire going or anything, but this desk at least appears to be used on occasion.
Wow. Hanu's gonna like this. She is just patting. Oh fuck! What was it? Take my order. Neomu's fucking snout. Just stroking it. We
He
are
seems
going to.
utterly indifferent to your pettings.
I do not care. We are going to
This
help
is
your
not
owners.
wise.
He has very soft fur.
Yes. So does
Softer
the
than you would expect from a wolf.
Mhm. So does the item.
Backtracking like just a minute or so. Nina,
Yeah.
you were doing something?
Oh yeah, I'm examining this guy. I'm gonna.
So yeah, you tell him you're doctoring. He's like, oh,
I'm
okay.
the doctor. The state pays.
Yeah, yeah.
Government.
And so he's not on his porch. He's inside. He's inside now. There's a
Yeah.
chair. He like pushes some, he like moves some stuff off a chair, and he sits down, and you
Mhm.
start like looking him over. Make me a medicine check.
Yeah. Can I have my investigate?
What are your investigations?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Out of
Let's say you spend
character?
him.
Out of character, I'm pretty sure it's this guy and his dog, actually. Like, straight up, it is this guy and his dog.
Okay, yeah. All
This
right.
kind of stuff. What?
Nina's
That is the
investigations.
investigation.
Mhm.
Ellen, can you for me like somewhere on your character sheet that you're allowed to put in notes or something? Put in what your like
Yes,
active
I'll put
investigations
my
are, because
investigations.
it'll help us in the future. But right now, I think Zero is right. I think one of them is this guy and his dog.
Mhm.
If not, easily you can spend a minute to
Mhm.
make him.
Maybe
all
it'd
right.
be even better to make it a Discord call. Make it like a text channel.
Oh
on Discord.
yeah. You could do that if you wanted.
So
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
see that.
Can you make a text channel for me?
No, I do not own the server.
Chewy talking with Hunter.
I don't want to see. Here's the thing. I don't want to make it just for you, because I want everyone to be able to
Player
see it.
notes?
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? Yeah, that's good. I'll do that.
Look, who knows? Maybe with my always changing ideas for what I want Hanu to do, I'll just pick up Investigator.
Mm-hmm. No. No.
No.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. No.
Ellen,
Stop.
fear response to the idea that Zero will steal her bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. There it is. It exists.
We can't see his name again.
Oh right.
I will reiterate. Every token you place on a map is its own thing,
Yeah.
unrelated to
That
the
is-
sheet. Okay.
I didn't capitalize it, but there it is.
Okay. That's my things for now.
Yeah. Do you want to? I would be willing to put this guy and his dog as one investigation
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
if you want, because they're like connected. So, would you like to re-roll that medicine, or do you think that's enough? Jesus, people are following.
Yeah. I think this is enough.
You think it's
You know,
enough? All right.
Yeah, it's a trained DC, at least. I don't know. Probably expert. I don't know.
What can I say? I did my job good as a chat rat.
Thank you. So you start looking him over. You check his fingernails and we're like, yeah, you're pretty sure he's been poisoned and for a long time. The
You should
spots on
trim
his
his
fingernail.
nails.
Oh no,
Oh.
he his
Oh,
nails
if you
are a
want,
little
you can
long.
turn
but
back
they're not-
on the audio header.
Oh right, I'm fucking
You're
nuts.
not.
I'm sorry.
You're not
you.
fucking. This is a PG-13.
Not in this Christian Minecraft server.
That's the joke I was going for.
There we go. So his nails are long. He could use a trim, but they're not like long enough. They're like there's got a probably 1/4 centimeter of white on there, maybe half. So they're not bad, but yeah, they're spotted and then they have streaks in them. So something is definitely affecting his system, and for long enough for his fingernails to have grown. You check his leg.
Yeah.
It looks like it's burned. Like, not by acid, but not by fire either. It looks like It looks like it might be boiled water or
Mhm.
boiled liquid of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
But it's an old wound.
Mm-hmm.
It goes up to like probably just below his knee.
Yeah.
With that, and with your total, he otherwise seems to be relatively healthy. He's not skinny. He's not starving or anything like that. But he's not like he's not eating crazy well either. He seems, for all intents and purposes, he seems just like an average man.
Except he's being poisoned.
Except he's being poisoned. Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna treat basically anything that's wrong with him, including the poison.
Okay. So his leg is like an old wound. Unless you have some like regeneration, it's not really gonna do.
I mean, I could break it and set it again.
No, it's not broken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not broken. It's just like someone poured or dunked his leg in a boiling liquid.
I could give him an ointment for it.
Yeah, you could. It doesn't seem to be painful.
Okay.
It just seems to be like, if he's not paying attention, he puts too much weight on it. It kind of like gives a little. It doesn't seem to bother him.
Then there's
all that
something
much. And
wrong with his
you've seen him walking, and it doesn't seem to bother him.
Yeah, but if it's just the skin, it would be fine. But if otherwise, there's something wrong with his joints or his bones.
You don't know how deep those burns go. He could have, gone into the muscle. Like obviously, it should only surface the skin, but if it was being boiled for a long time, it would affect muscle.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't seem painful.
Okay.
Is essentially what I'm saying.
Yeah.
His poison. How do you want to address his poison?
I'm gonna treat poison.
Oh, is that a thing you can just do?
Yeah, I can just treat poison.
All right,
Mm.
roll it.
Let me open my sheet so I can do that. Yeah. Yep.
All right. You treat poison. You give him like some powders to possibly help.
Mhm.
There's not an immediate reaction if you're successful or not successful. You also don't know how often he's rolling to,
Yeah.
to resist the poison.
Mhm.
You don't know what poison he has either. There might be, a level of. You don't have the relevant information to treat it specifically. Just kind of treating poisons in general.
I can identify the poison.
Not with that roll.
Okay.
I would allow a medicine or a craft alchemy, if you.
Oh, a craft
Have-
poison check, you say?
Yeah, craft poison.
I'll do a medicine check.
Yep, go ahead.
I will do an alchemy check.
You
Do you
wanna
want the
assist?
secret?
Secret would be good.
Oh, look at them trying to help this old man. This is why I love these monkeys.
This man is not old.
Look,
No,
this man
people
is
can
book.
be older than they look.
This is book god. I keep telling you guys that. This is book god.
Question.
Yes.
When you're trying to determine a crit, right? Is it
10
DC's
above.
10? Oh, so that's the thing.
If the
20.
DC is 20, you crit on a 20.
So exactly 10 over. So you don't have to get over 10, it's 10 exact.
Exactly 10 above.
Alright, so the reverse is also true.
Oh, one of those crit failed.
Yes, if the DC is 10, you crit fail on a 0.
Okay. Hanu, you're not quite sure what this is. Like, you can tell, yeah, he's definitely being affected by something. But, God, it's just something you don't recognize. It might be derived from some plants or animals that you're not familiar with in the area. It might be like a special blend that you're just not familiar with. So you're not quite sure. Nina,
Mhm.
how do I do this?
Give us all the information succinctly.
Fuck. I cannot think of a good way to change the scene or give you weird information on a critical
On a critical what?
fail.
Okay. I mean, you just give me wrong information.
Yeah, I just can't think of any. That is the issue. So I think you just.
You could say it's spider venom.
I think no. I don't.
You could say it's the Venom symbiote from Spider-Man,
You could say he ate too many acorns.
and then we all ping burn for something that's not in this world.
this lupus. No, no. You just can't figure the fuck out. You don't know.
Okay.
This
Well,
is
acorns are poisonous. I just want you to know that. Mm-hmm.
It's also worth noting that this is a new planet. I don't know what type of fauna they have here.
That's true, but that's also why, like, low key, you have the books. You can like cross reference shit and look at things and general area information. But again, flavor wise, you don't know local creatures, local fauna, what could and couldn't be around, what this guy has access to, that would be able to be poisoned in such a way.
I don't believe I have anything for this. Unless you want me to kill this man, I don't have a spell for this.
I don't want you to kill this man.
Real
the
quick.
person that was just saying they wanted to kill this man.
Nina, have you fed him the elixir of life yet?
No, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, because it will give him a +1 item bonus to poisons.
I have to look something up real quick.
Okay, use the elixir of life. Gives him a +1 item bonus.
Okay.
To his next. But you have the stats.
Yes. Yes, he will get another when he.
Uh-huh. Okay. Cool. The other thing the doctor recommends is a cleaning. Getting this shit organized so you can focus on the things that matter to you.
Did you know that having a lot of dust in the area can set off asthma attacks?
Yes, I did.
Yes, I from experience. IRL experience, not even Diver's character. Me lungs are fucked.
So yeah, you start cleaning up. It's a God, if it's a thing to call old boots, broken tools, not any. There are you find a couple like journals or books, but not a lot of them. It seems that most of them are at the bookstore that Colton has. Drawers filled with weird things. Toys, children's toys. You find a couple of like small pieces of jewelry, things that are like, little memorabilia stuff. But none of it's organized. None of it like has a place. It's just in here.
I'm not gonna
Ah.
throw anything away, but I'm gonna try and work with this guy to organize everything.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And at some point, it looks like there might have been like hours in, you realize that there may have been an attempt at organization early on, and was eventually just thrown out.
I'm also
the
gonna
back-
check his head. Like, is he fine?
It's fine.
No, he's not fine.
No, but he seems fine.
He doesn't seem fine, Hannah.
You check his head. He does not appear to have any wounds, any bite marks. His hair is fine. His scalp's fine. His eyes dilate accordingly. His reaction time is fine. Everything is fine. He's
What
clearly
about
not
his
fine.
coordination?
He seems. When you ask him to do something, he seems slow to do it, but physically he seems fine.
Okay.
Like, he's slow to do it as like he's like processing what you want from him.
Do you take
And then
any
he does it.
medication? Any magic spells? Any alchemical substances?
No.
Okay. Good to know. Thank you. This helps me give you a better diagnosis.
In the back dive where you are, not only is this like the little room that that Nomu is kind of like laying in, he's in such a position you could squeeze past him if you really wanted, but it doesn't seem like he's going to adjust himself at all to make anyone easier to get past. The other room that's back
Is he
there,
blocking something? Is he blocking the room?
he's like half. He's like it's like a large dog laying in the doorway of a room.
Mhm.
So he's taking up quite a bit of space. You can squeeze past him and get into the room, but he's doing that big lazy dog thing where like you could shove him and he's not gonna fucking move. He's not moving for anyone. So you can get through. It's just gonna be after like squeeze in here. The other room that's back here is also just as disheveled and just as like clogged with all kinds of shit. But amongst all the debris and collections is a small stuffed bed. There's sheets, but they're kind of like strewn about. He doesn't make his bed. A single pillow. Sorry. But yes, that's what is back here.
Yeah. If it's just a bedroom, then I guess dive. Dive starts by opening the windows in the house, air the area out. You know.
The dust that hangs heavy in this building immediately. Not all of them, but getting some wind through here helps get them
Hanu?
start to move.
Hanu, his arm kind of moves, like, disjoints ever so slightly to pop his fan out. He unfolds it and holds it over his face to block the dust. Like, my. Just like kind of fans, like, the dust.
Dive is going.
He uses it for its intended purpose as a fan.
Dive is going to use like the trailing parts of her shawl to just wrap it around the beneath her, like to cover her mouth, but still hiding her chest.
Yeah.
You know.
As the breeze kind of gently drafts through the building, you can hear the rustling of paper and whatnot. That stacks of things just half stuffed into piles of garbage. Fabric kind of in the breeze.
Hanu steps outside for a minute and looks at Eshe. What do you make of all of this? If Eli is here?
Eli's mute. Yeah, Eli's mute.
May I have a quick, just tiny recap? Essentially, I know that I know that Dive has conned this man.
Dive has done no such thing.
I know that Dive has conned this man,
How
and
dare you.
and that Nina has diagnosed him with burn marks and with being poisoned.
Correct.
Any other context I should note?
For staying here, you are supposed to clean, but you're pretty sure you could just convince him that you're staying here without having to clean. Aside from
I
that,
would've
there's
pre-
nothing really going on.
I would have preferred not to impose, but far be it from me to make myself an ill house guest.
Hanu did come out and ask you what you thought about this.
Any specific part, Hanu?
The man who acts weird has apparently been here for multiple generations and looks relatively within his 30s with a giant god dog.
Yeah, late 30s, early 40s.
Looks middle-aged, but has been here for at least 2 to 3 generations. Again, god dog.
I don't know enough about this place to have many thoughts about it. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
And we are, yes, but it's here. Why do I have arcane casket? Turn that off. Anyway,
You and your sister are curious. You need to know everything. And don't get me wrong, I am curious as well, but I'm able to be patient, at least about this. We are in an entirely new environment, and we're lucky that it's been so similar to our previous one, which begs its own questions.
there are many things that begs. Yes, you're correct.
At any rate, returning to your first question, I think that we would do well to come up with a singular method of organization in regards to cleaning this man's house.
Hanu gestures be my guest. Go right ahead.
Eshe sighs and heads inside, and Eshe is genuinely gonna work on cleaning this guy's house. Specifically, what she will do is she will sort all the objects generally. She's not gonna ask him because she understands that he's gonna have a hard time with it. But she's going to sort the objects into the pile outside the house, which is actively dangerous to have inside the house. Pile 1, which is things that she can't see any use for. Pile 2, which is things that she sees as valuable, but that's subjective. Pile 3, things which are definitely valuable. And Pile 4, anything that he actually notices her touching.
Dive is, whilst Eshe is doing that, Dive is focusing on the more general part of cleaning, like the wiping the sides, the sweeping the floor, the removing of all the dust.
I mean, that makes sense, and that's important too, but it's like a hoarder's house, so we can only get so much of that done.
Yeah.
Mm.
You find like a woman's shoe, a child's doll, a list of things that someone was supposed to grab from the market, a letter written to someone. You don't know how long ago, but the paper looks old. A wedding band. You find a book where that is, like a journal that is clearly like some kind of like it's booking, like someone's writing down trades and numbers of purchases
Bookkeeping?
and stuff. Yeah, bookkeeping. It's like tools that are broken but well worn, broken and or well worn. It's like little disposable things that you would get when like purchasing. You find like a couple of different bands that you would find that would go on bells, but there's no bell in here. You find like hair ties and like not hair ties like we know, but like actual like pieces of fabric
Yeah.
and ribbon that we used to be tied. You find old like bottles filled with God knows what liquid. Some that clearly had liquid that has been evaporated. Paint buckets and brushes and God, fucking everything is in here. This place looks like the local pawn shop that blew the fuck up. It's everything. I see Dive has left and gone to go meet Colton again.
Hey,
Uh,
you know more about Aloysius than we do. We're trying to clean this house. Can you come help? Please.
Aw.
I'm rather upset that Dive has left us holding the bag on this.
Hanu notably is outside with the fan in front of his face, watching you do this.
She
Dive
doesn't like you either, but you're not the one who did this.
Dive returns a few minutes later with Colton, who is like, "All right, I guess. I guess."
Hello again, Colton. I
I
don't know why
brought
we're
back-
doing this either.
And
We're
Colton,
helping a person in need. We're not being mean. It's
Colton-
give and take because
Col-
we're helping him in many different ways, and then he is helping us by giving us a place to stay, so we don't have to camp out at night.
Colton steps in and he looks around and goes, "Ugh, this place looks worse than I thought it would."
We
Eshe is extremely unimpressed with Dive, but
How-
well, it's
Okay,
Sorry,
like
what?
out of character, I genuinely want to know why. Because I
because you just took advantage of this dude
I didn't
for no
take
reason.
advantage-
Camping is fine.
I didn't take advantage of him. We're literally doing things for him. We're helping him in many ways. We're helping him deal with his poison. We're helping him clean his house. We give-
And
and he's
besides
giving us a place
that,
to
again, the reason I told Hanu, which is we're on a new planet. We're incredibly lucky that things have been as familiar as they are, and we don't know when the other shoe will drop.
I'm proud of Dive for being assertive and being an adventurer.
Yes, so you were saying?
Essentially, perhaps this is naive or wrong genre savvy of me, but what I've been sort of preparing for and trying to be set for is a completely alien world. And that hasn't happened. And also, you're still taking advantage of a guy with dementia.
I'm helping a person with dementia by cleaning his house and helping with his poison.
The matter of what's clean and what's dirty is a matter of opinion in many cases. Speaking of which, here's my organizational system. If you have a better idea for one, I would love to hear it.
I don't know about any organizing, but I will say that.
I
That
was
is-
primarily asking Colton.
Oh, yeah, good point. Anyway, like, it's a difference between being like clean and like messy. This place was dirty. Like, affect your health dirty.
Yes, I saw that.
And that's why
I didn't see it until you had gotten us into this building.
we can see it from outside.
Could we?
Yeah, the door was wide open. We saw the mess, like as we walked past,
Ah.
like 3 times.
I did say this,
Okay.
yes.
My mistake on that. When you encounter someone with this sort of issue, I don't know if this is the case for him, but it is often the case that they've undergone a loss, which has led them to attempt to retain that which they have. Because of that, trying to clean is not as simple as just removing all the shit. As I said, I don't know if that's the case, but you've gotten us into a more complicated situation than I think you realize, and we still have very minimal context.
I see what you mean.
Out of character, I'm not an expert on it, but that's true. A lot of people with hoarding problems, they start or they get really bad after they experience the death of a loved one or some other form of loss.
I think it's genuinely the fact, not of like him not like him being a full hoarder, and just the fact of his mental issues.
Yeah,
Meaning
I
that
definitely. That's why Eshe is specifically saying I don't know if that's the case with him, because Eshe is doing her best not to make assumptions. But the knowledge she can act on is that it's not as simple as removing all the shit.
Your piles of an organization are smart. However, although I cannot imagine many things that are actively dangerous, there is the pile of you find no reason to hold these pretty large.
Yeah, I figured. Notably, with the woman's shoe, if she finds a second one to that pair, that will go in the pile of reasonable things.
You do find another woman's shoe. It's not the same shoe.
Damn it.
You also find several pairs of boots, and
if any of them make an actual
boots.
pair, if any of them make an actual pair, they'll go in the reasonable pile.
Also, Dive says to Eshe, "Listen, my motives are very clear. It is, it is, 2/4 me wanting to help this person, 1/4 not wanting to sleep in the woods, and the rest because I want to pet the dog more."
I do not understand what's wrong with camping.
You said it yourself. It's a brand new world. We don't know what dangers are out there. We could just get eaten.
By excessively
You
large
remember-
wolves.
You remember that I don't have to sleep, right?
That doesn't matter.
By
If you have
excessively
massive
large,
snake-
stealthy wolves.
Yeah, if there's like massive stealth wolves, then even if you are there and you don't sleep, you're probably gonna get, like, not have a good time by getting messed up by the massive stealth wolves.
There's
Really,
a
I'm
massive
doing this
wolf
for all
in
of us.
here.
Yeah, this was friendly. She pats wolf more.
Not even the villagers would know about the large stealth wolves.
Because they're stealth wolves.
Yes.
Eshe glances at the wolf.
I mean, would you rather
The wolf looks back
camped
at you.
outside?
Does Eshe have the same sensation that the others had?
Very briefly. Like, is looking at you and then is looking deeper into you, and then stops. While the other ones, it lasted for a long time. Whatever it did or was looking for in them, or from them, it found it far quicker with you.
Out of a character, looking through our pasts, I think. Or our past lives. Whew. But Eshe doesn't know that context. She blinks at the wolf, then turns back and says to Dive, Yes, I would have preferred sleeping outside to imposing on a man who is not mentally well.
Give me a second. I mean,
But we're here. You've made our bed, so to speak.
well,
And
okay.
so
Would you rather have not helped someone that clearly is in need of it?
we don't know that.
He was being poisoned.
And we do know that. And we do know that he has a problem because he doesn't remember things.
Let me rephrase that. You're correct, Nina. We know that he needs help with that, and that's worth looking into.
I feel like there's a but somewhere in that sentence.
Yeah.
But we can't just flounce into a person's life on another world, which we know nothing about, and thoughtlessly disrupt it.
Okay. Hermit time.
What was that?
Hermit time.
Walks off into
You
the
know,
woods.
you know that I'm not saying that.
Ah.
I'm simply saying that we need to act with caution, with respect, and with deference to the people who are already there here. We don't know if they share our values. We don't know if they share our wants and needs. We don't know anything about this place, and we shouldn't act like we know better than the people who are already here.
Dive gives like a little fucking shit-eating grin. Hey, Shay, our goal right now is to make life for the people in the ship habitable. And, well, no, not that, but more make life for, like, well-living things for the people in the ship. And that would be better if the people around knew that we were here to help and we help people and they would be more accepting of us, don't you think?
Eshe sighs and says, I'm not opposed to helping people. Again, you know that that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying... She thinks, and then she says, well, first and foremost, I'm saying that that is not my first priority. Bringing the people aboard the ship down here. My first priority is making sure that we're not colonizers.
I know.
Yeah, I don't really understand like half the words that are being said. So I'm just trying to help where I can and do helping things.
Hey, Colton.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now that you've seen how bad, how messy it is at Aloysius, do you think you could help him out?
Help.
Ugh.
Oh,
Personally, I've been sorting matters into a manner I feel is coherent, although I do note I
what
wouldn't
the
have
hell?
started this.
What the hell?
The only things that I've been removing are those that are actively potentially dangerous to his health.
He's been out here, but I forgot him. He's been inside the house.
Yeah, no,
He's like
I
he's in
haven't-
the house doing stuff.
I have a feeling that during this conversation we have been moving around and
Oh,
cleaning.
absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
He's been in the house and he's been helping things.
Eshe is just basically giving the context of not my idea.
Why don't we let Colton take a lead on this and just have him tell us what to do? That way, someone locally is telling us what to do.
I certainly think that would be preferable to us just acting on our own accord, but
Yeah.
that doesn't mean that we should press gang him.
Yeah, I don't know nothing. I got wish was a good man, but I don't. I don't know.
Caring for people in this sort of mental state is difficult, and it's complicated, and many times there are questions that you can't know the answers to. Obviously, this isn't necessarily the case with him, given how long he's apparently been around, but it's not dissimilar to palliative care.
Well, if he's being poisoned, that's to take care of that. That might help.
Yes, that I agree with. That is very concerning and objectively bad.
How about this? If I'm just saying hypothetical, I'm not saying that we have to do this. If we were doing this with no reward in mind, like we wasn't being offered a place to stay, would you be okay with it?
I would be more alright with it, although I'd still prefer to avoid sticking our fingers in too many pies before we have a clue what's going on.
Hey, Colton, has anyone else tried to help Aloysius?
Not that I can think of, but I'm sure they have been. But he's been around for so long. I'm not sure anyone. Sure, I'm sure people have. He's been around for so long. I don't think he whatever they tried really helped.
I'm not saying that we're interrupting an ideal situation. And you're right that helping people out is ultimately a good goal. Both because of our eventual theoretical goal, and because it's just the right thing to do. I just don't want us to introduce new superior mining techniques that destroy entire ecosystems, perhaps.
Actually, we're cleaning a dude's house.
I'm not saying that literally, but figuratively.
That was really funny, by the way. I just wanna
What was?
just that scene of I don't want to include a new mining technique that will ruin the environment. Dive, who is small and big eyes looking at you. Dude, we're cleaning a house. Is there something comical about the scene?
Yeah, this is a good scene. I like this because it's like conflict between the characters'
Yeah.
ideals.
It is good. I am a little grouchy out of character, but that's just because I'm tired. And that is probably affecting how I'm playing Eshe, but I do
Yeah.
think she genuinely has good points
But
here.
I
Although I think
I can understand Eshe's desire to not involve themselves in anything with the world until they understand more, out of fear of doing or
Harm.
introducing something that they cannot yet foresee will cause harm.
Mhm.
I get that, yeah.
Especially
And-
with the background of you having been raised, air quotes, raised in in the
Milwaukee
Milwaukee Expanse, well, that was a huge issue.
So I think that she's not communicating it, and I'm not sure if she will communicate it, but the big thing for Eshe is the mindset. She's not literally mad that we're cleaning a person's house. She doesn't want us thinking that we know better by default than the people who live here.
Nina puts her tail on. Oh, I need to think again. I've been standing up and sitting down so many times in a row. On Esh's shoulder, and says, "It's okay. I won't tell them about advanced mining techniques. And nobody else knows about advanced mining techniques except you and me."
You know that that's a metaphor, but I'll be honest, I do appreciate it.
Yeah, I know it's a metaphor. That's how I'm using it.
Hey, dog, you want to know about advanced mining techniques?
So yeah, I saw you walked over here. What are you doing with this dog?
I'm sitting, I'm vibing. Like, I
Telling
imagine
it
the
about
dog is
advanced
laying
mining
there
techniques.
casually. Hanu just plops
Yeah.
on his ass next to the dog. He's like, I sit here now.
You like came over and you like kind of like looked up and like, what the fuck what do you? And then you sat down and dog's all like, yeah, all right. And then laid his head down. He laid his head down closer to you, in a way that you can pet him. But he's just laying there, kind of, you know, he's laying there. Flies kind of just up buzzing around, kind of getting into his food because he was given food earlier by Aloysius.
I like to imagine that the fly's buzzes, touches one of Hanu's electrical cable hairs, just psst.
Hanu, living bug zapper.
Useful skill.
And he just kind of he has the fan in front of his face like a geisha as he's watching everybody over there. Like, neat.
Hey,
You're
Dan.
very lucky that you're very lucky that dog isn't food defensive, by the way.
I'm not touching the food.
You are
Uh,
within proximity of the food.
You're clearly touching the food. By the looks of it, it clearly eats flies.
The point is, if it starts growling, I recommend you heed its word.
Mm-mm.
Hey, Dive.
Yeah.
I've not been around this town long enough to use my cool feet.
Oh, actually, real quick,
Your
Hatter.
kids are pretty cool. They are
No,
like
Hatter.
hands
When-
and stuff.
Yes.
When Nina walked into the house, Aloysius' house, was anything
Yeah.
odd?
Ooh, good point.
Yeah.
Post
Good
for
catch.
that's odd, please.
Yes.
Because there is something, but you haven't gotten close enough for me to enter new locations as a room or corridor. Alright, so in the main room, no, it does not proc.
Okay. I'm gonna go back in later after I ask Dive. So
You do know there are other rooms in this building. It may
Yeah.
proc in there, but as far as the main large room, no.
Dive.
Also, I want to say out of character. One of the main reasons why I have involved ourselves in this is because I feel like if we're doing the original plan of staying the night and moving on to the town in the morning, this is potentially a thing that we all miss. And I don't want that because it
Mhm.
seems like a very interesting thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, there is a meta reason to be talking with Aloysius. He's clearly a.
That's
he's
a very
clearly
good point.
fuck.
I think I forgot to think about out of character the fact that we have shit going on.
This is a game.
Oh yeah, I just plopped you in a world where shit is happening and has happened, and now you have to deal
Yup.
with it.
I may be advocating too much caution with Eshe, and I forgot that was the case. Thank you for reminding me of that.
Yeah. Mm-mm. I'm still glad that you're trying to educate this dumb fucking bat when it's just like, hee hee, me help people.
Mm-hmm.
me help people for entirely selfish reasons. Me want pet dog,
Uh-huh.
and me want place to stay. I don't want to stay out in the desert or the forest.
Desert is the entirely
know-
wrong one.
You know what? I don't know if I will have the emotional fortitude while we're doing this to explain the history of the Mwangi Expanse to Dive. I hope I don't have to do that.
You won't. It can be done another time if you want to. I would tell you about the place I was born, but I don't know where it is. It was just water.
Hey, Hatter.
Yes.
While they're doing this, I'm gonna go finish setting up the tents.
That's probably a good
Han-
idea.
Hanu takes the minute where they stop looking at him, and he just leaves.
Alright.
He's
Okay,
like,
I'm
I'm gonna
back.
finish this.
Alright.
It's like, they don't need my help
Fine.
there. I'm not good at talking to people.
Sorry. Dive.
Ah.
Can you go around town and get some information about this dog? Like legends, myths, stuff like that? I haven't been around here
That
long
might
enough
be a
to-
morning activity.
to do my usual thing.
I feel like right now we should focus on this. But after that's also a good thing. She goes like she does like shaft head tilt towards Eshe. That's also a good thing. People will probably be able to like be more willing to answer us if we find out that we're doing something good for Aloysius. After that, they could be very suspicious of why random people came into the city and just started cleaning. Okay, I see what you mean now.
Okay.
Eshe just sighs.
I'm gonna keep helping.
Yeah, Eshe hasn't stopped cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
I walk
Yeah,
past the dog.
You walk past the dog?
Yeah.
Nina. It's odd that in this place that has seemingly random junk that has no meaning, no purpose, no greater use,
Uh-huh.
that he would have like he has tables and shelves and shit, but this is an apothecary table.
Mm-hmm.
And it's weirdly like it's got stuff on it, but everything on it is apothecary shit.
Yeah.
That's
Is it already organized? I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna investigate and see if everything's already organized.
already organized.
Or-
Was that just okay?
I'm just gonna look at that apothecary table. Both. I'm gonna do both.
All right. What would you like to roll?
Let's look at the apothecary table.
Okay. What would you like to roll?
I don't know. What do I roll?
Well, are you just like looking at it?
I'm investigating it.
Okay.
Medicine? Society?
So, are you just like looking it over and seeing all the stuff, or are you trying to figure out what's here, what he's doing, what these other things?
Yes. Second.
The second one. All right. Crafting, alchemy, medicine. Yeah, I think those two work.
Okay. Fuck, I should have rolled secret.
Would you like to re-roll?
Yes.
Oh, you did. All right. So you find things that you aren't familiar with, obviously, in this because from this world, but you cross-reference information in these books. You find some relatively common ingredients, plants and roots and flowers crushed into powders, things like that. You find weird ingredients. You find liquids that are like brownish green, a slight hint of like blue or yellow. You find, you find, like centipede carapaces. This is like a strange combination of stuffs. And you find that as you're like opening drawers and looking at all this stuff, that there's a piece of paper tacked to the wall next to the window that is behind this apothecary table. And on it is a list of ingredients. And each one of these ingredients, you know, the carapaces, the flowers, the roots, the iron infused ammonium spring water, whatever, it's all here. It's all on this list. And there appears to be instructions.
What does it make?
You don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot of ingredients with a lot of instructions. I don't think medicine would give you the answer to this.
I'm gonna go fetch Hano.
You leave with this piece of paper.
No, I leave it there.
Alright. Hana. Your sister comes to find you.
Hano,
Yeah.
I need your help.
Oh, okay. I've been brushing my hair. What's going on? That's not hot. This is Zero. I was brushing my hair. What's going on?
I need your help with alchemy.
Oh yeah, go on.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, big dog. We are doing alchemy. Would you
Do
like me
the
to make-
alchemy outside.
No, it's an
No.
apothecary table.
Yeah.
The cleaning. The dust will get in the like bottles and shit.
No. It won't.
Okay. Hatter, would you like this crafting roll to be secret or should it be public?
Yes, please.
Okay. Hanu, you're good at one thing. Please be good at your one thing.
Nina, are you assisting?
Maybe give me a clue in. Yes.
And then I believe clue in. So the clue in actually gives you the DC, so you pass. With both with the assisting and the clue in, you get it. You look at this, and you are looking at this, and it's a long process. It takes like a full 24 hours to make. A lot of crushing and extracting chemicals and ingredients and infusing them and then letting them concentrate and then adding more stuff. And this like pot, this like cast iron pot that's on this little like portable flame that like sits like a gallon of liquid. It would condense to about a cup worth of this stuff, whatever it is. And you are looking it over. This is beyond you. This is way beyond you. But you think that given the ingredients, this would deal an immense amount of like mental damage to whoever drank it.
It's a poison?
Seems so. A very fatal one.
And it's finished or it's in process?
Neither. You find a list of ingredients and instructions on how to make it,
Oh.
and all the ingredients that are on this list are in this apothecary table. You could make a dose if you wanted to.
Whoa.
Well, you say that, but looking at these instructions, you know how to, but a lot of this stuff is like kind of beyond you, even with a proper setup, and this is not a proper setup.
Yeah,
Uh,
I would need time to learn all this.
Yes, this is a high level poison.
I have a question.
Yes.
Those ingredients, have they been used?
What is the ingredients in the table? Basically, same question Mooney asked. How full are the bottles? Do they have signs of usage?
None of them are full, but none of them are empty.
Yeah, but do they look like, if it's a liquid, is there like a line of dried thing that implies that, like, that used to be higher in the bottle at one point?
Yes, all of them. All the drawers, all the bottles, they all appear to be have been full at one point and have now slowly over time been reduced.
I couldn't make this, but if I were to posit a theory, I think if you were to start making this, forget about it, and then touch it again, you could absolutely poison the hell out of yourself.
Yep.
But there's no half-done thing here. There's no signs of anything being half-done.
Roll me perception to determine the last time it was used.
Okay. Secret?
Yes, please.
There's a lot of secret things in P2.
Hanu, it's hard to tell. There's dust and soot, and especially with all the cleaning and whatnot, dust has been moving around and landing on space. It's hard to tell. But to Nina, your trained eye, looking for places where dust would naturally collect, it would be harder for such dust to waft onto it. There's not a lot here. If you had to guess, the last time this was actively used, this table, was probably no more than 2 months ago.
Okay.
Maybe it's a good idea to ask how long Aloysius has been like this.
He said for years.
As long as anyone can remember.
I want to be right back, actually.
In
Hanu.
character or out?
In character, I did the voice. Hanu has the easiest time getting rid of the dog. He's tiny. He doesn't even scale the dog. He just kind of hops over.
Yeah.
He just pitter patters his ass over. Excuse me, Aloysius, right?
Hi.
Hanu looks up at him. Hello.
Yeah.
My name is Hanu.
Oh.
Are you an apothecary?
I don't think so.
You are aware you have a apothecary table in your home, correct?
Do I?
Yep.
He kind of gets up. This time he doesn't put the weight on the one leg. He seems fine. He walks over to see what you all been doing. He looks in. And actually, as he walks up, Nomu lifts his head up and looks at him and watches him.
Hanu's making sure he's fine.
Mm-hmm. And Nomu's watching him and you, making sure things are cool. And he leans in and looks in the room. Oh, so I do.
Do you know whose room this is?
kind of blinks a little, one eye blinking a little sooner than the other one. No, no, I don't. Hanu,
Yeah. That
you don't
sounded
know everything
weird.
about it. Yeah, but you don't know everything about this poison. But this poison should be dealing like
Lethal.
lethal amounts of damage.
Yeah.
Hey, Hanu. We haven't seen Aloysius in his house before we came here. Every time we've walked past him, he's been outside it.
You don't have a big enough frame of reference.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Huh.
So, do you know if your brother was an apothecary?
Oh. No. No.
No, my brother is a dog.
No, he wasn't. No. I don't think he was.
I suppose a better asking I could ask. Do you know if you or your brother were toxicologists? Poison crafters?
Oh.
There's
at this-
poison that has been brewed on this table.
Yeah, Colton's actually gonna lean in and be like, yeah, he always talks about his brother. He always talks about his brother. No one's ever met him.
Hanu's eyes, hearing dive earlier, slowly like it's weird because his eyes aren't normal, but they kind of slide over to the dog.
And Aloysius says, no, my brother was, sorry, that's Colton. Aloysius says, no, my brother was very against poisons. He didn't like poisons. I think he had a particular hate for people that poisoned others, actually. Said they were cowardly. Yeah.
Hanu sits there silently as
This
the
is the
memory
first
of his
coherent
old
memory
build.
this man. Yeah. This is the first coherent memory this man seems to have ever had in front of all of you.
And what about-
Ashe mumbles, I don't want to have to say I told you so.
I don't know even know what that's in reference to.
That he lost someone.
Oh.
Ashe thinks he lost his brother.
That's fair.
Well, it was more the general situation, but yes, that is also a good observation.
Hanu's just kind of looking at him. And you know nothing about the apothecary table here?
He like scratches his head like he's trying to remember something. No, I'm sorry.
You're okay. Have you... Hanu thinks. Dive, do you have prestidigitation?
No, I'm not a wizard.
That's fair enough, that's my job. Out of character.
I have
recluse-
prestidigitation.
Do you?
Yeah.
Out of character for real, or are you just fucking with me?
I'm fucking with you.
Okay.
I had back in the simulation. I had an item that gave me prestidigitation,
Okay.
but I don't have it now.
I have it, I just don't have it prepared. Anyway, Hani looks at this man's fingernails. Does this look like refuse of I have touched something poisonous, or this is a organic buildup of body's rejection? Like, what is under his fingernails? Oh, Patter died. He's back now. Hello? Patter? I can't hear you, Hatter. Hello?
Hello.
Oh. Okay. Discord had a hiccup.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Did you hear me, Hatter?
No, what'd you say?
Okay. Hani looked at this man's hands for a second. From my limited knowledge and from Nina's information, is what is under his fingernails a chemical substance that has gotten there, or an organic buildup of his body's rejection?
Oh, interesting. So the thing about his fingernails is, and this is a real life thing, when a person is being poisoned, it builds in their hair like chemicals of it builds in their hair and their fingernails.
So it is an organic buildup.
Which is why like you can do drug tests by people's hair when you're testing for how long a person has, or a long period of time ago, like months ago. And so when this chemical, like when these organic, not necessarily organic because it can be inorganic poisons, but when it's like building up in the calcium of your nails, it leaves spots and streaks. And so that's what this is, what it looks like. It looks like and which is why you know it's been a long time, because it starts at the base where the nail grows and extends. So he's been poisoned and has been for a long time.
This man, Hani is like looking at this man, and he's like, he just kind of mutters, "I'm actually afraid of what you would look like if you weren't being poisoned. The fact that you're alive in this kind of state implies that you're strong."
Could be microdosing.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
What, you know what? Make me a crafting check.
Okay. Secret?
Yes, please.
Please,
Hanu,
Hani,
you're talking.
You have one.
You're
thing.
talking. Yeah, Hanu, you're talking with this man. Yeah, if this was just a dude, he would be dead.
Yeah,
Should
no,
be
this man should
even,
be dead.
Even microdosing, this man should be dead. If he was a
Like-
high-level adventurer, it's possible he could survive. This is like a will save kind of poison.
Oh, fortitude save. It's a poison.
No. It's like it like does mental damage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's like a specialty kind of poison that targets the mind.
In that case, I think it's glad that we came here with that we did. I don't know how much longer he would last.
And
I mean, he's lasted a long time already.
if he was a high-level adventurer, maybe he could survive, depending on his build and what level he was. Nina, looking at the level of ingredients, if all these drawers were full,
Yeah.
and the list which says how much of each ingredient you need,
Yeah.
this is more than one dose has been made.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple doses have been made at some point in time.
Yeah. The question is if he's been poisoning himself, or if he's been poisoned by someone else.
Yeah.
Both have very bad connotations.
Hey, Colton. Do you
Yeah.
have like did you know anything about like the poisoning thing and like him being poisoned and stuff?
This is new
No.
information for him.
Yeah, no, I not a clue.
Hey,
I'll
Hannah,
listen-
can I
Um,
roll for it, please?
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll for it. Go.
My
Alois
my
has always
perception
just been
DC
like
for
this.
if he's lying is pretty high.
Oh, what's the DC?
That's 19.
Okay.
I think Nina's is, or fucking Mooney's is better because it's her deception DC.
Yeah, so I think that'd be 21. He seems to be telling the truth, or at least he believes himself to be telling the truth.
Here's the thing. To my understanding, making an antidote for a specific thing is not easy.
It's not easy, but it
It's
is easier when you
theoretic-
know what the poison is.
Yeah, I feel like I remember hearing that one way you make antidotes is like giving it to like a snake or something, and I don't know.
No, so one of the way of making an antidote is purposely poisoning a creature that you know will survive, and then
Yes.
taking their blood, because their body will make antibodies for it, and then
Mhm.
taking the antibodies out of the blood and you making an antidote, like basically using that as an antidote. There are chemical ways to counteract, like
They use horses for this.
yeah, there's several. There's like horses, weasels,
Cows.
cows. It all depends
Big
on what
things.
kind of poison. Yeah, big things that you could do it. That also make a lot of stuff. It all depends on like what the poison is, how much you need of it, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah.
There are like chemicals that people make to counteract chemical poisons that, like, you know, they bind together and stop being poisonous or stop being
Antibiotics, stuff like that.
yeah. So there are several ways to do it. God, you could try making an antidote for this.
Days though, and I don't have the material. Well, that may not actually be true. I might have the materials right on that table over there.
Maybe. And you
Um,
do not only do you know you don't know the name of this poison, obviously, but you know its ingredients and you have an idea of what it's supposed to do, which is a long way of figuring out what you need to counteract it.
Hey,
I would let you try. I'm not
Yeah.
saying the DC is good, but I would let you try.
Hanu has a thought. Hey, Aloysius, what was the last book you read? Because my thought process is, if he remembers anything, it might be these books.
So you know he has a book tucked up under his arm?
Mm-hmm.
Colton kind of reaches over and gently tugs at the corner of the book under his arm. And he like looks over. Huh? Oh! And he takes it and looks at the cover. How funny do I want to be?
Roll a dice.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
My
okay,
my thought process is maybe this will be one of those like idiot savant kind of situations where he's like, "What was the last book you read?" Oh, well, it was blah 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 blah.
He's reading a book called Good God's Good.
Okay, useless.
I was
Got
thinking, I was thinking, romancing the earwig, how to have sex with bug people.
So my 102 was going to be Tusk Love, and then 304 was Good Gods. So I was like, I don't know which.
Good answers.
Yeah, I don't know which funny I want to be. So let me roll.
Okay, Hanu has decided that this is pointless. Hanu. It's nature or diplomacy for dog.
Depends
For
on what you're doing.
this
Are you
dog.
trying to know about it, or are you trying to talk to it?
Talk.
If you're physically talking with it, it'll be diplomacy. It's clear that he understands. He understands you and can think.
Can I ask for cardboard cutout Percy to be my mouth for this?
Yeah, sure.
Cool, because I have a -2 to diplomacy. I don't feel like being comical when this thing could eat me.
God couldn't.
God could it to me specifically.
Tiny baby man.
You see,
It
my
could eat all of us. It could swallow you whole.
yeah, Hanu's immediate
Yeah,
response of "I'll bite you" doesn't work on this thing. He'd bite back worse.
What would you like to say?
Hanu would like to ask Percy to ask the dog, have you encountered this poison before, and have you had any of it? Because it would have antibodies if that's true. Because there's no way you could kill this thing.
You're really banking on this being some kind of related to God thing, huh?
No, it's not even that. Like you said, they do it to horses and cows because of how big they are.
Holy shit!
My thought process: this thing is huge. Its immune system must be fucking gigantic.
Does anyone want to assist?
I mean, Percy has a hero point.
No. Does anyone want to assist?
Do you want to give him a clue in?
Sure, I can assist, and I can only clue in once per 10 minutes.
I think it's been about 10 minutes actually.
Okay.
This is investigating by asking questions. This
that
does
is true.
actually count. It's a +1, which is the same thing you would get for aiding.
Yeah. And then does anyone want to actually aid?
They don't
I
stack.
can aid.
Oh, they don't stack.
They don't
Yeah.
stack. Yeah, you would need a crit.
Uh,
I don't have. Oh wait, Percy is a thing. Oh look.
Oh,
Or no, he
what?
doesn't. He gets that next level.
Does anyone want to crit fish for +2?
I mean, Dive should probably do it. She has the most courage.
Yeah, Dive, roll me diplomacy if you're assisting, which you have been. You've been petting this dog a lot.
No.
It's not a crit fail, at least. I don't have guidance prepared today. No, I don't actually have guidance at all. Do you have guidance?
You know what? Eshe hasn't been very helpful, but I think that she'd be willing to help with this.
Okay.
Because this is something that is concerning and important.
What are your cantrips, Mooney?
My cantrips are shield, stabilize,
reroll
chill
that?
touch, divine lance, haunting
No.
him, and dancing lights.
No, this will actually
No.
give a -1 if you don't.
Yeah, do you want to reroll that or no?
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah,
Alright,
I'll use
Sorry,
that point.
I just don't want a penalty.
Uh-huh.
Oh my fucking god!
Shit!
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so here's the funny thing. Your natural 20, your crit, gives Percival a +2, which then makes him critically succeed.
How things, all of it's coming
Glad I could
together.
actually
Yeah.
help.
He was 2 points off, and I was like, "Y'all, come on, someone's gonna be here to do this."
While Percival is talking to the wolf, at some point, I'll say that Eshe said to the wolf at some point, I can tell that you're more than just a large canine. I understand that we're intruding upon your home. If there's anything we can do to make this situation more comfortable for you, do your best to communicate it to us. This is your territory, and I'm not interested in infringing upon that.
You know, I just realized something.
Yeah.
This dog knows what's going on. He has the
Uh-huh.
full story. He knows what the fuck's happening. I don't think I ever stopped to question how he feels about it.
That would be the first thing I'd think about. That's one of the main things I've been thinking
No,
about.
because I know what he's doing, which is not how he feels about it.
Interesting.
How does Nomu feel about the situation?
That's super fair. Also, thank you, Percy, for saying my words good.
And thank you, Ellen, for critting for us. Eli. Thank you, Eli, for critting for us.
You're welcome.
I had nothing to do with it, but
You rolled good dice. That's good.
Good God, God's
have-
good.
I had everything to do with it.
Good God, God's good.
I actually say good God, God's good is like a middling child version of the God book you have.
That's all.
I was about to say, I'm picturing one of those kid Bible books
Yeah.
with that all have the exact same art style.
Yeah, it's more than that, but it's like, all right, you're a teenager now. We're gonna get a little deeper into what God is about. Nothing too
Hey,
complicated.
radical teens! You wanna learn about how Jesus was way cool?
Yeah,
Yo,
nothing
you
like
want to hear about the Old Testament?
yeah, nothing,
Whoa!
nothing like that. Like, all right, kids, let's rap. No, nothing like that. But like, it is a little, it isn't a kid's book, but it is like a couple levels above. But it's not an adult book either. Okay, I think I know how this will feels about the situation. And so, with that critical success, he looks to Percival, knowing full well Tanu who's actually asking. And the first part of this question, he nods. But the second part, he shakes his head.
He knows about it, but he's never interacted with it. He's never had it.
He's never had it.
Don't feel like poisoning this dog.
I don't blame him. I wouldn't want it either.
If you could find a large creature to like act as a antibody maker, I will decrease the DC by like 2.
I stare
I'm
at
not.
this- You are not. I stare at this wolf.
I got all this tail.
Yeah. Also, I clarifying with that. I'm not saying that you have to use the wolf. You can find any large creature. You can find a fucking cow. if you
So there's
want.
also the
You could do that.
issue of this is a high level poison. I don't know if I can craft this.
You probably can't.
Like, my honest thought is, like, maybe I can get some of his antibodies. Because even if it's fucking killing him still, he's survived.
He has survived.
Yeah, but that doesn't help him. His antibodies don't help him.
If anything, you could help us. We don't have a lab, though. God. I mean, we do, actually. We have his lab.
Which is not good.
Is there another room in this house?
There is. It appears to be a very small bedroom that looks just as worse as the rest of the house.
I walk in there.
You walk in there.
That's odd.
Yeah, actually, something is odd.
Oh.
And I'm not
Probably
gonna
would
make.
be
I'm not
normal.
gonna make you roll for it because you'll just
Okay.
like. I'm gonna tell you it's odd. You're gonna look at it. You make a roll. You're gonna be like, oh, well, how is it odd? And then I'm gonna tell you how it's odd.
Yeah.
So it's his bed. His bed's
Yeah.
unkempt and all that. It's unkempt and it's not good. You can tell just by looking at it. It's old, very old, years old. Mattresses don't usually last that long in a world like this because they're stuffed with hay or feathers or other things that decay over time.
Is this a really good mattress?
No, it's not actually.
Did you
It's-
order it online?
It's a plain mattress. In fact, you're pretty sure it's stuffed with hay. It would not nor should be at all usable as a mattress.
But is it?
You don't think he uses this mattress all that often.
He
Okay.
sleeps on the porch.
Well, that's bad for your posture.
Fuck are you?
You still think he's a god?
I don't know what he is. He might be one of us. Like, I don't know.
Does someone else use this mattress?
Oh.
The
Okay,
dog?
make me a perception check.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would
make me a
do that.
perception check.
I think you get your investigate bonus on this.
Yeah, you do. You
I
totally
do?
do.
I wonder if the dog would be mad at me if I try to get some blood from this man.
18.
Thanks for letting us
It
know.
looks like it's been used in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, his brother comes by and makes the poison for him.
That's what I was thinking.
But his brother hates poison.
Hey,
Actively calls people that use it cowardly.
I'm gonna come back.
Unless, hold on,
Into
unless
the-
he thinks that. and he is kind of in his brain merged him and his brother. It's like, oh yeah, my brother thinks
I mean,
that.
I
I'm gonna
mean,
walk up to the dog.
Okay.
Hey.
the only coherent memory at all you've heard from this man is him talking about his brother. Sorry, Nina.
Hey.
Yes, what are you talking to this dog?
Can you tap out on the floor? How long in weeks? And if you tap out 50, well, okay. Can you tap out how long in weeks since his brothers visited?
Dog looks at you tiredly, like.
Roll me diplomacy.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Can I make this investigating?
Yes, 100%.
Okay, cool. Can I use my no, I can't.
Man, this is really hard. My job isn't people. My job is potions and metal.
Are you gonna roll something?
I rolled.
It's underneath Streetwise.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, I see it now. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And
Keep in mind that we already got the dog talking.
Yeah. It turns to look at you. It puts one, like, it has big paws.
Yeah.
Like, it could step on your entire face at once. It puts its paw on the ground once, just, and then drags it across the floor.
1 week. It's been 1 week since.
No, shakes its head.
No, his brother's still here.
It looks exacerbated.
Polymorphed into a wolf and have just been stuck here like that? Have you just been cursed and you're just a dog now?
Okay, we're just guessing now.
Yeah, I already asked him that and he said no.
Yeah.
No?
Is that a no?
You know what?
Connor's just like staring at this dog like he's done that thing now where he's kind of
It could be 1 year, but if it's not a no.
He gets up.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
He stands up. He's like, he has to like lower his head because at full height he would be touching the ceiling, and he like shuffles over to one of the piles that Eshe made, one of the smaller ones, the one that you could actually have use for, and picks up an hourglass.
Yeah.
And sets it down, like clearly, like I know how to use this. I know how to use this clearly, and then he knocks it over and rolls it towards you.
Okay. So 1 hour. Oh, I'm gonna pick it up.
You pick it up.
Okay.
He shakes his head.
Okay, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna put all the sand in one side. Well, I'm gonna actually look at how long is on the hourglass right now.
That's an hourglass.
Yeah, but how long? So how much time is on it?
Oh, an amount. It wasn't being used in an actual hourglass. It was just knocked over on a thing before, and it was stuck in the pile. So
Okay.
Actually, Eshe, when you pick up an hourglass and you set it down on one of its edges, on one of its ends, not on its side, right?
Yeah. I think Eshe would flip it over and set it down on the end that'll have the sand pouring.
So
Nina,
it's all on one side and not on the other.
Nina takes it. Nina flips it. And Nina looks at the hourglass, looks at the wolf, and then says,
Big ass fucking paw reaches out, touches the top of the hourglass, and tilts it till it's on its side.
This is.
Oh, wait. I don't.
Either you're speaking about eternity, or something is in a manner frozen in time.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps.
Okay. I don't. Okay, Hada, can I roll to get it?
Okay. Roll me society because he's trying to communicate with you.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna ask
I
if you
can
wanted,
roll
if I could roll like
society.
Arcana.
It's not magical, unfortunately.
Well, society's a thing that she would be good at.
I'm very good
Perhaps-
at it.
He's either saying that time is like
Fuck.
he cannot give an accurate time.
Uh-huh.
So either his brother is here now,
Mm-hmm.
or his brother has never visited him.
Oh.
I feel like there would be an easier way to say his brother's never visited him.
Okay.
No, you asked that. You asked when the last time was, and to paw out how many times, how many weeks it's been since you've last visited. So he just dragged his paw across the thing.
Okay.
Which means he's still here.
Has his brother never been here?
He nods.
Okay.
Ah,
Good to
is
know.
he his brother?
Wait, no. That's the wrong question.
Uh,
Has he been poisoning himself?
Nomu nods.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah.
Should we do anything about it?
Nomu gestures towards Aloysius.
Mm-hmm. That's up to him.
Like
right?
no, like he's like nodding, like
Look at him.
look. At him.
Yeah, okay. We'll try and do something about that.
Guys.
Does he know? Wait. One more thing. Does he know that he's been poisoning himself?
God no.
He does that. So when he shakes his head, he shakes like a normal person, like left to right. When he does that dog shake thing, was like he's shaking himself off.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's been forgetting that he's been doing that.
Nods.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hanya's like sitting there like, man, I don't think I care about I care about Book God a little bit. But I also just want to, like, science at this, you know? Like, I want to figure out why.
Okay.
Yeah, I decided Nomu is like not okay with the situation that Aloysius has put himself in and wants it fixed.
Honey looks at
Um,
Nomu. Does he know
I
he's
think
doing
step
that?
one. I think step one is taking away the materials.
We can do that.
So again, instead of shaking like a person, like he's been doing to say no, he shakes like a dog.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he doesn't know.
It's not a hard no.
So.
Yeah, it's like a so-so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, does he like
that's-
need the poison to live or something?
Tell that.
Got it.
You ask this, and Nomu looks at Aloysius, and Aloysius is kind of like standing there, like he's still kind of like looking at the book, and something about the book is like intrigued him, and he's like reading through it again. He's been on the same page for the last 12 minutes. And Nomu looks at Aloysius, and he slowly shakes his head.
No, I
No.
just
Like a
say-
person saying no, but a very slow no.
Well, step one, we'll take the ingredients so
We can
that he
take
can't
the-
poison himself again.
If you can take the recipe, he won't remember
Step-
it.
Yeah. Step two, You gotta find an antidote. You gotta find a cure for that.
Can you
I can help him daily, but
hold on? Hanu
Eshe, sorry. go on.
Hanu is just gonna like sit at the apothecary table and is like, I'm just gonna do some research for a bit.
Okay.
Hatter, I'm going to roll crafting.
Make a secret.
Make it secret, okay.
Yeah.
And
I like
Hanu's
secret rolls.
everything needs to be secret. I like to know when I need to re-roll.
Alright, it doesn't have to be secret.
Not a secret. Hanu is just gonna sit here and he is going to go, what the fuck do I do to fix this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do
Roll
I
for
have
it.
any yeah, I don't have fucking anything that would help this. He's just gonna sit here and he's like, what do I do? What
Do you want to re-roll?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
I need to add a hero point to my character sheet.
Oh, everyone get a hero point. We've been
Oh,
playing
okay.
for a while, and y'all are very. It's very interesting to see how you like deal with this situation. Holy shit!
Did I just not 20?
You did natural 20. Here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing. 30 isn't high enough to succeed, but a natural 20 puts you into success range.
Excellent.
The DC's 35.
Oh, fuck me.
Okay.
And that's my
I'm not-
arbitrary look into, like, I think it should be 35, not me looking at, like, what is a level 15 poison DC
Oh,
actually?
I'm gonna.
I'm not saying it's
gonna-
level 15, but it's around there.
I'm gonna go provide poison care as I can as a doctor.
Roll me medicine.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
do that.
Now that you know what the poison is, and what the symptoms are, and what it actually does, the DC's lower for you because you actually know what the poison is.
Do I get my
Hanu,
investigation bonus?
Do you get what?
Investigation bonus?
Yes,
And is
yeah,
this
yes.
secret?
Yes.
Hanu's kind of fucking terrified of this man, actually.
Nina, something occurs to you.
Uh-huh.
This man is immensely powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
He's good at-
yeah.
He's good enough to know, like y'all already figured that out. He's immensely powerful. He is tanking multiple doses over a span of months to years to decades. He's been around for a long time. If he's been poisoning himself, he's like always been like this.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's for a very long time.
Yeah.
You would think at one point he would succeed on the save.
Yeah.
Unless,
Unless
he
he's
chooses to
willingly
willingly
failing.
fail.
Yeah.
May I speak to him?
You may, but let me make this clear real quick, just to make sure everyone knows. The bonuses you gave him, basically, the way I'm looking at it is you choosing to fail, is you choosing to roll a natural one and taking it.
Mm-hmm.
If you somehow you were able to get his bonuses high enough to still pass, it would happen. The antidote is not an antidote specifically for poison is not you making a new save. It's just gotten rid of it. Because you are making an antidote specifically for that type of poison, not just a flat antidote. So there's no save if you make an antidote specifically for this poison. Actually, you may speak with him.
In a note
Actually-
that I could just cure it.
What's up?
Sorry, what?
In a few levels, I could just cure it.
That's possible.
Ah.
That's possible.
Eshe is going to take a break. I imagine that she's been passively listening in on this conversation.
Dive also has a point. I want to point that out. That the deal was to clean and have him look it over. You don't have
Yep.
to cure him. You can leave
That's
this
true.
plot hook entirely alone if you want.
So, as noted, Hanu doesn't have too much care for the guy, but his brain is like, now I just gotta. Like,
There's a mystery. There's a mystery and a
Yeah.
challenge has been put in front of me.
Yeah, Nina, this gonna solve this mystery?
So Nina is there is a mystery here. Hanu is there is a thing that needs to be fixed. I am fix. My job is fix.
Yeah.
So,
The wolf has laid that back down, by the way. Sorry, Esha, go ahead.
Eshe goes over to Aloysius. Does he seem to be doing anything right now?
He's finally flipped to the page that he's been reading on Good Gods, God's Good. He's just standing there in the middle of the fucking chaos of his house reading this book.
Pardon me, Aloysius. Would you enjoy talking?
Oh, okay. You are...
Eshe? But don't worry if you have difficulty remembering it.
Remember
I don't
what?
want to... Anything.
Okay.
I don't want to interrupt. I don't want to interrupt you, but you strike me as a very interesting person, and I do wonder about you.
Oh. Do I?
You do.
Okay.
People say that you've been around for a very long time.
You know, I think I have.
You've certainly got interesting friends. Your brother's pet is quite the creature.
Oh. Nomu wasn't a pet. Nomu was a companion.
Excuse me, thank you for correcting me.
Yeah, no, they were inseparable. It breaks my heart to know he had to leave. Should have done
Is
more.
it- Tell me about that.
Man, I can't wait for this guy to open his eyes and switch to one of the Azamar tokens.
Tell you about what?
Anything you feel like. We were speaking about your brother and Nomu, but that
Oh,
doesn't need to be the conversation.
my brother. He was a good man. Oh, he was a very good man. He, so I have to look up a thing while I'm saying this, but
Take your time, honey.
yeah, he was a fighter. But for what's the thing when someone does something and they're not supposed to?
Criminal?
Crime.
Yeah. That.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sting?
He was a judge.
Ah. Do you...
Yeah.
He sounds like quite the impressive person.
Mm.
Do you consider him a dangerous individual?
Oh. No. I mean, maybe if you did really bad things, but my brother was always fair.
Yeah.
Yes, I should have been more clear. Being dangerous isn't a bad thing.
What's your brother's name?
Oh.
I smirk at her.
Percival!
I
It's
smile
actually-
back knowing what his name is and knowing that Aloysius can't say it.
Mhm.
It's okay.
Man,
It's
he can
alright
say
if you can't bring
Namu
it
and
to
he
mind
can't
right
say his
now.
brother's name. Damn, his brother's name must be hard as fuck.
Yeah. You know.
What was the question? Someone asked a question, I missed it.
No, Eshe just said, it's alright if you can't call it to mind right now.
Why can't I remember?
It's probably because your brother told you not to.
No. No, I think Dad told me not to.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This is the first time I'm hearing about your father.
Oh,
How's your
my
father?
dad was a dick.
Yeah, right?
Many fathers are,
Same.
sadly.
Is it
Mhm.
Hanu gonna fucking try something? Is it almost like he acted like all the light was his?
Oh, he acted like the world belonged to him.
Yeah, that makes
That
sense.
everyone should do what he said at the snap of a finger.
Oh god, this is Father's kid.
Fuck!
It-
Jesus
it
Christ,
might
could
not
you
be.
imagine?
Don't make
Might
jokes.
not be.
Don't make jokes.
Yeah,
No, Dad was a dick.
yeah, that makes sense.
Do
And
you
I'm
remember
sorry.
what your dad's name was?
Oh. We just called him Dad.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What did other
I'm
people
sorry.
call him?
That's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
He seems to be trying to answer your question, Dive, and it's just like grains of sand through a sieve, just gone.
Yeah.
This
I'm
is the
sorry to hear
most
this.
coherent conversation you've
Yep.
had with this man.
I'm sorry to hear that your father wasn't a very good person.
Colton's legit like interested in this like conversation, not because of what's being
Yeah.
said, but the fact that he's like, holy shit, Aloysius is talking.
I feel like Eshe is pretty good at talking to people who are experiencing something similar to dementia.
Mm,
Yeah. Hanu,
yeah.
let me know when I get the results of my nat 20.
Ah, okay.
So,
Sorry, have I
Hmm.
been distracting from that?
No. So you natural 20. You you think you can do it? You think you can do it?
you just need to use Nina's huge ass.
With, especially with Nina's help. Like you think you could do it by yourself. You think you could do it by yourself. But especially with Nina's help,
Yeah,
you think you could do it. It would take a couple of hours,
yeah.
but you think you could do it.
And a cow.
Nina,
Yeah.
get your giant ass over here. We have work to do.
Okay.
Hell yeah, she does.
Whoa, that ass. Anyway,
Squeeze past the walls again.
yeah, no, the wolf actually moves out, like not like go ahead, but he moves in such a way that you have to squeeze less. He's still a very
Yeah.
large animal
Mhm.
inside of a very small space.
This is still my resting spot, but I'm gonna
So
scoot
my
out
thought
of the way a little
process
bit.
here is, if we had a large animal to get antibodies from, it would lower the DC. Doesn't matter if I already beat the DC, however.
Correct.
So Hanu is just like, Nina, I'm going to tell you to do things. Everyone else, we're gonna be here for a couple of hours. I apologize.
Cool, it's cool. Don't worry about it.
The tents you've set up in the woods go empty for a night as a wind
Yeah, but-
whips through them.
The wind whips through them.
No,
the
no.
flap
You took them
opens.
down, but Hanu went back and put them back up.
Hanu's like, this people talking. I'm just gonna go set the tents up.
I'm sure Percival goes and picks the back up.
Well,
Yeah,
I like
sure,
the
that's
idea.
fine. Yeah, Puzzle can go
Wind-
do that. Yeah.
The wind blows, the flap opens, we just see a singular normal ass monkey sitting there, like, oh. Cool.
Anyway, SJ, what were you asking Aloysius?
Yeah, Eshe says, I'm sorry you had to deal with that.
Yeah.
How... I know that, pardon me if I'm assuming, but I know that dealing with a person like that as a child can be traumatic.
Yeah, we didn't realize how bad Dad was until he sent my brother away.
That's dreadful. I'm so sorry.
I should have said something.
We all have regrets, and sadly, for the most part, time moves forward.
For most
would you-
people, yeah.
Interesting. If you're comfortable telling me, what do you wish you would have said?
That my brother was right.
Yeah.
And he
Here's-
like has a hard time, like he's blinking.
Hey, did your brother
Does he
like
seem-
fire?
What?
Fire. Did your brother like it?
I mean, sometimes.
Okay, thank you.
You
I
know
like
the
fire.
one- You know what the
I'm
So
funny
not
thing?
sure what
So
that-
did my other brother.
Uh-huh.
You want to know one thing I was
I would-
realizing?
What?
In the lore chat, it doesn't say gods,
Yep.
actually. What it
Demigods?
uses is demigods.
So having read having the book with you, the reason they're called demigods in this lore, even though they are full gods, is that the light took aspects of the world. Like one of the things is that the light took the metal of the earth and molded it around one of his creations and formed his first child, the
Eldar?
Eldar, which was and by description it sounds like the light, it's a weird like timing thing. It states that Eldar helped the light create the world, which is why he was the first born. And then each god that was made helped another aspect of the world and added a new ancestry to the population of the world. And
Ooh,
But-
interesting.
but it says that the light used one of those creations to make the demigods in the first place.
Ah, so it's one of those things where it's the timeline is fucky wucky.
Yeah. So the light took an automaton that was there, and then in the metal of the earth, and forged it together to make Eldar. And then Eldar made automatons into the world. It's a weird like, which one came
Sort of
first?
like how God created light before he created the sun.
Yeah, kind of like a yeah. But that's like the light takes from the world, like someone from the world or something from the world, and then an aspect of the world, fire, metal, water, these other things, and then brings them together to make a god, and always references the 12 gods as their children, and so kind of became air quotes demigods because they walked amongst the earth as people do. Unlike the light, who was almost seemingly separate.
Yeah. And, oh, I didn't know you had another brother.
Yeah. I have a lot of siblings.
Oh, oh God, why do
Actually-
you have to be like this?
So, Hatter,
Yes.
is this a universe where we magically always know what people's pronouns are? Or is this a universe where generally you assume or ask?
Um.
I'm not
It's-
asking for a little literal mechanic.
No.
explanation
Yeah.
from that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, I think it's a world that you generally can assume and/or ask, but we can skip that part and just say like you are aware of what they
Well,
are because you have done
All
this.
right. Then I'm going to break that a little bit.
Aloysius
Eshe-
is he him, but you
Okay,
won't know.
did we already ask him?
Kind of, yeah, a little bit, yeah. Like out of character, yes. So you know that's
Okay.
he him. Though notably,
I was
people
wondering.
the people he's talking about and referencing, you won't know until you either meet or ask someone else.
Yes, that's completely all right. The thing that I thought that the god of trickster and mischief might be relevant to, and they're
Yeah.
they them.
Correct.
So I thought I might shoot a dart at that, but since we've got that, we can play it out as much as we want, but Eshe will basically just encourage him to talk, listen to what he says, and gently redirect him if he gets towards something that seems to be causing him distress.
He talks about his family. He does. He has great remorse and respect for his brother that
was sent away.
Apparently he did something or said something that upset father.
God
Father
of
sent him-
traitors
Oh,
Martyrs.
And
wait.
father
Uh-huh.
sent him away.
and revenge.
That was also, yep, that was the
Uh,
other one.
And Aloysius agreed with him, but was too afraid of his father to say anything. And then years later, he says later, doesn't say years, but time frame wise later, the entire family slowly came to agree with his brother. And the wording is strange. Either they argued or they fought physically or verbally, but there was a big upset in the family against Aloysius' father.
So I'm thinking either the father is Sparva or the brother that got sent away was Sparva.
Well, we're pretty sure he is the brother
No, I don't think we
that got
are.
sent away. Oh?
I made that thought, and I had made the thought earlier that he might have been conflating himself and his brother into one person.
Yeah, but I still think the brother still exists. I just
Mm.
think, after a while, he thought his brother was doing things, but it was actually him doing them. At least that's what I'm thinking. That's probably not what happened before when the brother got cast away, but I definitely think that at some point after that, probably after he started taking the poison.
You have quite incredible stories to tell.
Oh,
Is
he
it
does.
difficult for you... Sorry,
Sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Is it difficult for you to talk about them?
I cocks his head. No, but it's hard to remember things.
I can
Huh.
tell.
He now
That's a
seems
difficult thing to deal
self-aware
with.
that he is forgetting stuff.
It's a difficult thing to deal with. Would it... I'm not certain, and I'm not trying to hold information away from you. This is mainly hypothetical. But would you want to know why that was happening?
Yeah. But something also says no.
I see.
Ah.
Is it fear?
What's the dog doing?
What's the dog doing? The dog has actually picked up its head and is looking at Aloysius when he says this.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Looks over at you.
I whispered to the dog.
Looks over at you. He looks over at you the way that a dog does, where they're only looking at you with one eye.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking side eye that some dogs give. That's like,
Yeah, that.
uh-huh.
So he can see Aloysius in one eye and you in the.
The perks of being a predator.
Do you wanna support him with a difficult thing?
He gets up,
Hmm.
kind of plods his way, and leans up against Aloysius.
Yeah. Good.
He does that.
Alo-
He does that thing where the dog takes in a deep breath through its nose and it's just big exhale.
Yeah. Exactly. I tried doing that. It didn't come out great, but yes. And he was also doing that thing that big dogs do, where like it tries to lean against you with its whole body, but his whole body is like coming up to his shoulder, so it's kind of like gently leaning on him, and he's kind of slightly tilted in one direction. He doesn't seem to notice.
Mm-hmm. Ashe says, if it is fear, there's no need to be ashamed. Fear is a very, very old emotion. Its duty is to keep us safe, so there's
At
a lot
this
that...
point.
Sorry, go on.
So no, I don't want to like cut you off, but I think because you've been
Please go
talking
ahead.
with him quite a bit,
Yes.
and I think it's been a couple of hours. I think Percival and Colton are still kind of like picking
Cracking
at
open a few beers.
No, I think they're picking at the house, not really like
Oh.
going hard and cleaning it, but they're like,
Yep.
I guess this thing goes in this pile, and
Mhm.
oh, what's this thing? Oh, that's odd.
Yeah.
Like you know how you get into like a push to really
I
clean
getcha.
a house, and you get like one push in, and then you're like, yeah, but you're still kind of like picking at it. Yeah, it's exactly like that. And so Hanu and Nina. I can't believe you fucking natural 20'd. I was expecting you to like have a walk around or come back later. What the fuck is with y'all getting my plot hooks and my story beats like
In
sessions
my defense,
early?
I never do that. I pick up on things way late.
I
No, it's not.
Same.
No,
I'm
it's
an
not
idiot.
even like picking things up, but it's like
doing it.
Yeah, doing it. You figure a way around it, or like the dice are just like,
Were
It's
the
happening
real
now.
dungeons done quick?
yeah, it's happening now, motherfucker. And I was like, okay, I
Hanu-
guess.
Hanu might be small, but his head is still made of metal and can be used to ram a door down.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. This is the meme of like, I'm expecting your privacy by knocking first, but asserting my authority by coming in anyway. It's just like, it's just Hanu instead, but it's like, I'm respecting your storytelling by knocking, but I'm asserting my control over the narrative by coming in anyway.
Boom!
And it's
I have rolled a
it's
nat
Nina
20 on
carrying
the
Hanu
one
as a-
thing I do. This is the one thing I'm good at. Be nice to me.
The antidote you think is done, or as done as it's going to get. You could probably work on it longer. Maybe you could do some other stuff. If you had better equipment, maybe you could work on it more. Make this, make whatever is even better. But as far as you can tell, with what you have, you think you are done.
Okay. Hanu is going to go give this to him.
Well, okay.
But he wants to be close to catch it if it falls or is thrown or just like he's a little
We
paranoid.
don't want to trick him into it.
Yeah, no, I'm just
Like,
like, here is some medicine. Please drink it.
No, not like that.
So you
I
hand it
think-
to him, you say this, and then Nina's like, no, not like that. He's looking at it, and he's about to drink it. He's like, all right.
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it.
Oh,
Hey,
Okay.
Excuse my brother. He's very assertive.
Okay.
Why?
He's like my brother.
I
Little small, though.
Only puffs up like,
Yeah.
He killed you, Smoke.
That's
Uh.
objectively true.
Yeah.
okay,
Anyway.
SpongeBob.
Anyway. So. What was the question that Ashe just asked?
Shit, I forgot.
No, I don't think it was a question. It was a statement about being fear being a primal emotion.
Yeah.
But
Actually, it was
he
just-
doesn't fucking remember that statement. Like,
Okay, yeah.
No, he
But-
said yes. He said yes to. He wants to know why.
Yeah, but the part of him is also saying no.
Mhm.
And then Esha said, if it's fear, that's okay. It's a primal emotion, etc., etc. And then Hanu came up with medicine. You took the medicine back from him, and now he's just like,
Confused.
yeah, he's just there confused. Like, this conversation, what just happened, is quickly going out of his head, and he's not sure what he's doing right now.
So, we found a cure
Ah,
for your headaches, your memory problems, and
he's like standing there, slack jawed, and he's just like staring at you.
and your lack of coordination.
Efficient,
And
aren't they?
if you would like to take it, you can take it. And this is it. If you take this, you will begin to recover.
However, I believe that you still have the ingredients to, if you want to again, I don't know why you would, but you can make the thing that you were having before.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we shouldn't be condoning someone to poison themselves.
Hey, Nina, didn't
Yeah.
you take some of the ingredients?
No, I left them there because Anna needed them.
Okay, fair enough.
And it seems like good.
Okay, never mind. Continue talking.
Hanya looks at the dog, who I assume
Yeah, the wolf
just
is actually like was leaning off, and then he leaves and goes back into that room.
Yeah, Nina, you know what? You're the doctor. What are you doing?
He fills up this room. He's so fucking big, and he's just like he's got his face in the cabinet doing something.
Are you? Hold on.
You hear
Those-
clinking and clanking.
There's a poison materials. You should be careful.
You hear a tink, and then like something hitting the desk, and then you hear the pitter patter of liquid pouring onto a floor.
Hanya like gets into the room and whispers, "I was going to steal someone. They weren't looking. You didn't need to ruin it."
He has knocked over one of the bottles, and just this greenish, brownish, brackish fluid is just like gurgling out of the bottle under the floor.
Ugh.
God damn it,
I would
GW.
avoid touching that.
So, here's the cure.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's medicine. It will make you feel less. It will make you feel
Okay.
less confused.
Do you hand it to him?
Yeah, I get
He
handed
takes it. He takes it as you've been explaining this, and he looks at it and goes, "I am thirsty."
Mhm.
And then he looks back down at the cup. Oh,
Actually, sorry, go on.
is it good?
We don't know.
It's okay.
Actually, will get
Out
up
of
and
character,
get a glass of
no.
water as
Cheers.
well.
No, this is medicine. This will taste dreadful.
And he downs it like
Like
a
a shot.
shot.
Yeah, like a shot, but it's not. He just downs. It seems he's used to taking large amounts of liquid.
I
and
see.
just
Interesting.
and was someone saying something?
We're all just
well,
reacting.
The main thing is Eshe got up and got a glass of water, but she's not forcing him on him or anything.
Yeah. Nothing seems to immediately happen.
She offers him the water if he seems to want it.
He takes it. He's gonna drink that too.
I know that people with memory problems can have difficulty staying hydrated.
You watch as the the almost clouded daze in his eyes begins to fade.
Damn it.
Ah, I love not fucking this world up.
Fun fact, I did immediately realize what the dog was doing and left.
Mhm.
But I'm also glad I'm not in the room with Book God when he goes feral.
Yep.
So have fun in there, folks. I'm over here with GW asking him what the fuck he's doing. Now, for note, GW refers to Godwolf, much like DW
Godwolf.
is Dragonwolf.
He has knocked the bottle over, and then is like looking at you
I
like
catch it.
No,
No,
he's in
no,
a different room.
he's in a different room.
Oh, okay.
He has
No.
knocked the
That
bottle
was
over.
in reference to
Yeah.
Godwolf.
Yeah, he has knocked the bottle over, water, this liquid spilling out, and he looks at you, Hanu, like, well,
Hanu's gonna go. Hanu, if the wolf permits, is going to start shoving things in his pockets.
yeah, he allows he
Yeah,
not
it's
only
like-
allows you, he starts like teeth and pulling out full ass drawers in the apothecary thing and just like dropping them onto the desk and just like, yep.
Excellent.
Yeah, so
Just
out
how
of
that's gonna
character,
work.
the plan was the minute I was left alone for any amount of time, I was going to use my absurd stealth and thievery to just start pillaging this desk.
Yeah,
But then this
wolf,
thing
Apparently
decided to
you
go
don't need to.
ransack.
the wolf having had actually at one point the wolf like dumps something onto the table and then he stops and then he just and eats it.
No, don't eat the
Gotcha.
dog.
What the fuck?
Don't get
That's
high.
fine.
That's not gonna help.
It was just a regular herb.
And then he turns around and leaves the room.
Oh my god, you just ate catnip for dog. You stupid. Hanu with his fucking
Out-
poofy shorts full of
In
shit. It's
the
like,
main room, Aloysius has the cup, both cups in his hand. The water and the medicine, and he looks up at you. And the look of realization that crosses his face. He looks past you, drops both cups, turns around,
You
and
catch both cups.
immediately starts. He doesn't even care. He immediately starts. He moves past Nomu. Nomu actually moves out of the way for and Aloysius.
Oh no!
Steps
my boy,
into the
my
room.
boy.
I'm hiding under the desk.
Ashe will get up and follow.
I'm hiding under the desk better now.
Okay. Okay. You
Sorry.
Not so much.
actually it's against his passive DC, isn't it? Yeah.
I don't think I had a chance.
No, you don't have a chance. I'm sorry. So yeah, he steps in, sees you under the table, sees the water that's still kind of like under the floor, sees all the upturned drawers, and
I'm dead,
This was not-
everybody. Nice knowing you.
this was not the scene I expected to do this in. I had a whole ass another
Oh
scene.
my god.
No.
But he's like, y'all can see him in the doorway. Like he's like hands on the doorway looking in, and then he's just gone. And Hanu, you
I am in trouble.
you are underneath the table, and the next thing you know, the front of your shirt is being grasped by his hands, and he's lifting you up into the air, and his hand is in your bag trying to pull out all the shit you just put in there. Like there was no like he ran out to you and grabbed you. No, it's just you're here now, and he's just pulling shit out of your bag. He's like pulling shit out, and eventually, and so all of you can react now. But he's like pulling shit out, and eventually just hangs you upside down and starts shaking you furiously.
Hanu?
Are you
So
going-
this man probably didn't expect Hanu to go limp, and his limbs to go limp, and him just to elongate like a cat because of how his
No,
limbs
no, no.
work.
Like Luffy in episode 1.
Yeah, no, literally just, and his head turns 360 degrees to look at him. Sir, please calm down.
Aloysius, please stop harming her. Stop shaking about our friend.
Aloysius.
He's shaking.
Are-
He's shaking Hanu like a cartoon where you're trying to get like the lunch money out of the nerd. He's doing that. He's just trying to shake out all the stuff, and bits of herbs and carapaces falling around you onto the floor. And Aloysius stops and looks at all of you in the doorway. And
I won't stay.
sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I won't stay if you would prefer that I didn't, but I'd like to know, are you going through withdrawal right now? Is there anything that you need? Besides the poison.
Hanu who's being shaken like a toy, like,
He stops shaking you.
Yep.
A look crosses his face of there is an anger.
I take my brother.
He allows you to.
Okay.
There's a moment where he doesn't let go, and if he doesn't want you to, you're not getting your brother back. But he does let go.
I take my brother
And
I step back.
there's a look of anger across his face. And
Actually,
it's that look that
Put him to the side.
hold on, pause everyone, Jesus.
Okay,
Sorry.
God, I'm trying to describe this thing.
Go ahead.
There's a look of anger on his face, and his lips purse in that way that he wants to say something, but he is so furious. He's not sure that he won't yell it at you. So he's trying real hard not to say anything.
I'm going
Actually-
to sign with my hands. Yes.
Ashley also. Oh, that's not a bad idea, actually.
I thank you for your intervention, but I must ask you all to leave now.
Okay.
Ashley will nod. Will you be safe on your own? Or rather, with only the
Please
company?
leave.
Okay.
we should leave.
Alright.
God, Wolf,
I think we
should leave.
Ashley will nod and she will walk out. And you notice once she is outside, she's trembling.
I am going to leave now.
Yeah, Colton fucking leaves. He's like, all right, I'm out. Bye.
Hanu like looks
night.
at Nomu before leaving, like, God, we should leave.
Okay.
Dive just says, I'm sorry if we've made it worse. I just wanted to help.
I know. Which is why you only had good intentions. And that's why Nomu didn't stop. Nomu nuzzles the back of your back. Like he just puts his head against your back.
If you need help, then just ask for it.
Help will always be given in Hogwarts to those who ask for it.
No.
Hanu's like, oh, we fucked up. We fucked. We fucked. Good thing those tents are
we're
still set
fine.
up. Good thing that.
You get to Percival, who's taking down the tents. And he's putting the tents back up.
Here we
It is late into the night.
Here I was talking about not getting involved in things that we didn't know about.
Yeah.
Actually, in my defense, I didn't do any of this.
No, you didn't.
I think maybe I should
Exactly.
have listened to my instincts that this man was incredibly dangerous. And not done that.
Poison.
Yes, he is.
The poison was gonna wear off anyway.
Yeah, I don't think
And
that
we were
poison
caring
could
not-
kill him.
We care not for just for him, but for the people close to him.
Ashe lifts her hands up and looks at them, and they are shaking. And she says, "There was only one thing I could think to tell him when I saw that anger on his face. Please don't kill me. I'm afraid to die." You never, ever thought you'd hear Eshe say that.
As you leave the house, like before you get to the tent, you can hear from inside. Why didn't you stop? Like, it's loud. Like, he's yelling. Like, yelling. Why didn't you stop them? And then you don't hear a response. Yeah, you don't hear a response. But he's like, that's not your decision to make. And then, where's the rest of it?
Blah.
And that's all you hear. At that point, you go too far away.
Mm-hmm.
My brain is like, maybe I should roll thievery to have snuck something with me. No, I like life.
The thing is, Hanu, seeing what Nomu did, he got rid of 2 different ingredients. He ate one and knocked over the bottle for another. You're pretty sure he can't make the poison again unless he goes and gets those ingredients.
Yep.
Oh boy.
You don't know where those would be. They might be right next door. You don't know.
Yeah.
It should take some time.
By the way, do y'all like Aloysius's theme?
I
Yeah.
like it.
I'm sorry, I fucked up this bad.
You did not fucked up.
No,
You
you
didn't fuck
did
up.
something
No,
very interesting.
Yeah. So dive.
Ashe's-
Sorry, go ahead.
Ashe's probably not happy about this, but I think the primary emotion she's feeling right now is scared.
So I was intending for you to realize that this was an incredibly powerful man in about 2 or 3 sessions.
I mean, that was already obvious to me.
Well, but like how, like, legit, I was just gonna have him like, I was gonna have him just like remove about 15 people from existence.
Oh,
Just gone. Like, not bloody chunks. No, just gone. Like, they not here anymore. But
They
that
were,
didn't happen.
and now they aren't.
Where'd they go? Away.
don't worry, guys. That could have been me. I could have gone away.
No.
You felt something immense, by the way, as you are leaving the house.
Yeah.
Like, only when you are gone do you feel this, like, surge of energy. And I actually need to roll something, and then I need to roll something. Okay. It's a little overcast.
Thunder fucking roars.
No. Dive.
Mm-hmm.
It was a full moon when you crashed. There was
Oh.
no moon tonight.
That's not how the moon works.
That is not how
No, it
Time, darkness, and the celestial.
and the celestial bodies.
Oh shit!
The first and the second.
Why do you think there's a clock ticking in his theme?
Oh
I
my God, you're
specifically went out of my fucking way to find a video game theme that was sad and melodic with a ticking clock.
Oh my god. Okay.
Hey, Patty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know Eldar is the god of the forge and crafting.
Mhm.
Is an automaton
Yes.
and was sent away.
No, Eldar
Any-
wasn't the one sent away.
Yeah, in your books.
We-
In fact, weirdly enough, in your books, none of the 12 were ever banished or sent away.
Ah, fuck.
But I think, at least internally, my theory is that it was Capti who was sent away.
Yeah. I
That's
think
possible.
we don't. Here's the thing. There are 12 of them. We don't know which brother he's talking
Yes.
about.
Yeah, yeah.
Could be
It could,
13,
yeah.
you know.
So
Well-
I just want to say, hey
Sorry, yes.
Hatter,
yes.
remember the message I sent you earlier?
Yes.
Considering the fact that Dive is the one that started all this, yeah.
Oh yeah. Here's the funny thing. I planned all that out, and then you went, "Yeah, I'm playing a," and then I put out the gods, and you, which one would be the god of like stars and shit? I'm like, oh, yeah, it'd be Konaris. Oh, that's gonna be
Well,
good.
shit.
Notably, for those that are like read
Well-
the book and like, oh god, he was immensely powerful, and y'all have made the connection of that's Konaris. His edict is to take moments to enjoy the time, remembrance of moments of significance and mundanity.
Interesting.
Oh, you're fucking
Someone's
not following your
different.
edict, my dude.
Well, true, but if you remember his house, what did he have?
That's everything.
He had wedding
Yeah.
bands and worn tools, notes about buying things from the market,
I mean, it's important we didn't throw anything out.
moments
Yeah.
of significance and mundanity.
That's
I'm very
not
happy
just
with my decision
junk.
to not remove anything that wasn't explicitly dangerous to his life.
Still-
That's
Such
not
as it
junk,
is.
guys.
Mhm.
Those are offerings.
Yeah. Still,
Maybe.
Hey, yo,
he wasn't
I
But-
remembering
But
things about
no
himself.
one in this town seems to know that Aloysius is actually Konaris.
No,
I don't
of
think
course
that's our job to tell
Of
them, you
course
know?
not. Yep.
No.
It's not. It's not. It's totally not. But how can it be offerings if no one knows to give offerings?
It didn't have to be
Of course they
offerings
know
from
to give
now.
offerings.
Ah.
They give offerings to everyone.
Also, notably, he's a demigod.
Yeah.
Yep.
He shouldn't be affected by poisons, period.
No, of course not.
That does beg a few questions.
Look,
Even one he willingly accepted. He shouldn't
Look.
be affected by poisons, period.
all I'm saying is he should say, Alexa, stop. Alexa,
He should have said Alexa.
no, all I'm saying is he should know that I'm the coolest alchemist because I cured him of his own poison. I'm the
Well,
coolest.
I help.
Oh, Jesus. Hold on 1 second.
The coolest
Uh-huh.
twins of monkeys. You're the coolest out
Yes,
there.
yes, you two are very cool.
Run.
All three of you, you are in deep trouble.
No,
You're
I don't-
also in deep trouble by
Oh.
associating with
Oh,
us.
Dive is definitely going back there.
No, I mean you're all in deep trouble with Eshe.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense. I'm sorry.
I'm not
Sure.
sure how. I'm not sure to what degree because right now, Eshe has exactly one emotion, the oldest one. And like I said, those are words that.
Fucking.
No, fear
That's
is the
the-
oldest emotion, you dumbass.
Fucking is the oldest emotion.
No, fear developed before sexual reproduction because fear comes about from the desire to keep living.
Reproduction is the oldest emotion.
Yes,
Y'all-
but not
I don't
sexual
think
reproduction.
reproduction-
Y'all,
Ace-
Reproduction isn't an emotion.
y'all.
What are you
STFL.
telling? What's next? Is friendship not an emotion?
Okay,
either?
sorry. I came back to laughing. What's going on?
They're trying to
Ellie is
discuss what
saying
is
that-
the oldest emotion, fear or fucking.
Ponai Kostos.
Fear
Yeah.
is older. Fear developed before sexual reproduction.
Fire is the oldest emotion.
Shut up, Ellen!
So,
Okay.
Eli, I'm trying to think of creatures, right? Like
Mhm.
that, like would like require upon it to reproduce.
Mhm.
To successfully reproduce, would they not need to feel fear in one form or another to not be killed long enough that they could then reproduce.
Exactly, and that goes for things that reproduce asexually as well. That's my point.
Well,
I don't know if single-celled organisms are complex enough to understand fear.
Yeah,
or
but
to
I'm
feel
pretty
fear.
sure multi-celled organisms developed before sexual reproduction, but I can't
Okay.
verify that.
I'm also just talking about reproduction.
That is not an emotion. That is less of an emotion than fucking is.
Okay, sure. What next?
I don't
Are you gonna tell me
I don't know.
friendship isn't an emotion?
No, friendship is
anyway.
magic.
Anyway, on this, realizing that you may have just accidentally come across a god hiding
Yep.
in a small village,
And then pissed him off.
purposely making himself dull to the world. You go and sit in your tents. Do you light a fire?
I don't know if anyone does, but I know what Eshe does. You have noticed that Eshe only.
Yes, I do.
Hold on.
Unless it's too warm.
I will
Okay.
shut up.
Yeah, not that I want you to shut up. I do want you to say your thing. But I was asking because there's something I was going to say.
That's important.
So, Nina does start a fire.
Yes.
All right, you dig a little fire pit and you dig a fire, and you are artificial beings, but you are still able to feel and cold as part of like a keeping yourself out of environments that would be dangerous to you. And as close as the fires you get, there's still an unearthly cold that seems to carry on.
Yeah, this whole village is gonna be gone tomorrow. Well, that's not my fault.
Ashley, what are you doing?
Fucked.
Eshe is. You've all gotten accustomed to Eshe's strange behavior, and one of the. Over time, all of your behaviors have changed since you've become robots. Something about Eshe is that she never sits down unless it's in a setting where it would be expected to. Like, she only sat down with Aloysius when she was speaking to him. Otherwise, she tends to always stay standing. Eshe sits down. Eshe pulls her knees up to her chest. Eshe, you're not sure whether or not she actually gets any rest that night. It's hard
Nina's
to
gonna
tell, given that she doesn't sleep.
Nina's gonna go over and like be close, attempt to comfort, but not too close in case that's annoying.
That's probably for the best. And Eshe just is quietly mumbling occasionally. I'm afraid to die. And you realize that she might not have ever felt that before.
Yeah.
It was fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Dive has not stopped looking at the sky since they got to the camp.
The moon again. It should almost be a full. It's not. It's a new. And the stars wink and sparkle in an almost seemingly unnatural. Some grow brighter and some darker. There's no seeming pattern to it, but it is a lot.
Guess I was wrong about Book God. It's Star God.
And like that we made a little arrow with our icons.
He's right there. He's right there.
There! Death! It's there! Also, I'm gonna roll something. I want...
Yeah.
I solved my mystery.
Woo!
Woo!
Okay. Probably... Dive, was, like, probably trying to sneak out, and then was just like, no, they're definitely gonna see me. There's no point.
Yeah,
Don't
also
go
you need like
towards
8
that
hours of
person.
sleep. Get some fucking sleep.
Unlike Eshe, you mechanically have to.
Yeah.
Hanu,
It's the 3 robots who don't.
Hanu like goes to like his tent and he just kind of like lays on the floor and is like, near death
You need
experience.
company?
Sure.
Okay, like old times, I'll sleep on top.
You don't have.
Nina lays
bunks.
down on top of the tent.
Ah! This isn't okay.
What? Okay, Nina crawls up into a tree and lies down.
Dive knocks on, or like taps on Hanu's tent or something. Hey, can I sleep in here tonight? Please?
Sure.
She steps in and cuddles up to Hanu and sleeps.
Hanu is thinking.
Not soundly. Not soundly. But you can't tell if she's just pretending or not. But she isn't moving and her eyes are closed.
Hey, Hatter.
Yes.
Has Canaris always said he, him, human?
No, I have changed it to he, him. I gave them all. I've done the.
No, you've
The-
changed. You've added human.
Yeah, I added human, but it didn't always. They didn't always.
You've changed the ones that we know what they are.
Yes, so you've been made aware that Eldar is an automaton, is human, or at least that is
I
that is
still
the
think
that is the ancestry that the light had taken and morphed.
I still think Eldar has something to do with us.
Got a forge and crafting, maybe.
yeah.
We're automatons.
Yep.
Hanu, I feel like Hanu is laying there, but he can just hear it ticking for some reason. You can just.
Oh, that's the music. Don't worry, that's the. This is...
Well, no, I just literally think it just makes sense for him. He just hears like the ticking of a clock in his head.
The passing
Yeah.
seconds, each one at the command of a man that you just set free upon the world, and he is not happy.
I would like to make a canon that Hanu and Nina used to sleep in like not necessarily in a bed, but in a layered what's it called? A
Bunk bed.
bunk bed, yeah. And they used to swap who slept up top and who slept down low.
This is a good way to avoid thinking about the fact that we just pissed off the god of time.
Yeah.
I apologize to say, Eli, this is a good way to stop thinking about the fact that I pissed off the god of time. Because not only did I cure him, I also tried to remove his poisons.
The only one who has less
you can't.
culpability in this than Eshe is Percy, and that's because he's literally not here.
Oh yeah. Oh, Smarty's gonna come back. What the fuck did y'all do?
Hey,
You're-
Smarty, we angered a god.
Zero, you can't take credit for this.
It's Dice's fault.
All three of y'all are in deep shit.
Yeah, it's all three of
Something-
us.
There was something else that might occur to one of you. Probably
Yeah.
possible, to be honest. These gods are actively worshipped. Like the
Yep.
church is a big thing.
Worship
Yep.
equals power.
Why is he here? Why is he hiding out in the middle of a hut in the middle of the woods?
Because his Spanish brother was right.
Yeah, does anyone
So-
have religion?
I'm
on.
guessing.
I have religion.
Sorry, one.
What did Konara say happened?
He said
His dad was a dick. His brother, I don't know,
Rebelled.
then rebelled, and then he was banished. And he was like, "Well, my brother was right."
And
then
everyone came
later-
around to that. And eventually there was a fight against God Dad.
Oh,
We don't know
shit.
how that fight ended.
There was. Okay, I
Oh no. Maybe
Is
he
that
was
true,
hiding
Hannah?
from his dad.
Sorry, what was that, Ellen?
missed that. Is that true?
What
I
true?
missed that.
Oh
What
yeah,
did
no,
I
he
say?
said that. He said,
Okay.
you know, after his brother was banished, time passed later, and everyone basically kind of came around to the idea of what he was saying was right, was true, and you don't know which one, obviously, but the entire family turned on Konara's dad. Now you do know that the light is referred to as they them,
Mhm.
Interesting.
but it is said that the light can be worshipped in either like as in a strong male figure or a strong female figure, depending on how one wishes to interpret it, but they are they them.
And
Good to know.
Canaris did call them dad.
Dad,
Yeah.
specifically.
But
Yeah.
it,
Okay.
if it is possible that Konara sees the light as dad more than mom.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Also, I think I know exactly what happened, and
Oh.
if so, oops. I think he was hiding from his dad, using the poison as a disguise, and we just broke the disguise.
I think
Well-
that's probably. I think there's a very good chance that's true, but
Is one of you
I
reading
think-
that God book?
Yeah. I'm reading
I
that
think-
God book.
let me just say this
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
I think it might be a little more simple than that. I think he might just be an alcoholic. He's drinking poison to forget.
The book says that the light is still worshipped. The light's not around anymore.
Mm-hmm.
There was a great war against a evil, maleficent entity from beyond.
Yeah.
It was so evil that it's only ever refers to it as the
As
and
the
So-
what?
as
Yeah,
the
you
great
have.
evil.
The great evil.
The great evil.
It's bad.
And the light and all 12 of its demigod children fought in that war to save the world.
So that might be Dad, and that is likely Spava.
Well, it says that the light gave up its. The light, because God's air quotes die but don't die. It's this weird thing.
Mhm.
The light
Uh-huh.
essentially sacrificed itself to banish the evil from ever returning to this world,
Oh, banish? Yeah.
to force it away.
Yeah, I love to banish things.
And so the world is safe, but the light still worshipped in some form or fashion, and and you know, there are clerics who gain power from that, isn't around. Not in a meta sense of the world. It's gone. It sacrificed itself to save its demigod children and the world.
I think I remember us
Is that
Dealing with a
before or
very
after
bright
everyone turned
light.
on the light?
Oh no. Oh, and it was a war. Oh no.
Is that before or after everyone turned on the light?
Who turned on the light? Oh, so here's, the book is what the book. This is what the book is telling you: is that there was a
Yeah.
great war that involved the 12 and the light sacrificed itself and banished the great evil from this world.
Yeah.
That's what the book says. Cornelius is implying that there was a fight against dear old dad, and according to the book, the light is the progenitor of the 12 demigods.
Oh, it wasn't.
Demigods being. Yep.
Cornelius and all of his siblings.
No, I get it. I mean, just like.
So the light was the evil.
Maybe.
We're missing a
Oh.
lot of information.
No,
We're missing a lot of information.
Yes,
I'm
but
gonna be right back.
I think one thing that's important to
We'll be right
note
back.
is we might have been there.
We might have been there.
We're from Pathfinder world.
Yeah,
Well,
hold on. Didn't all of you have something to do with the light?
This is a Galarian dog.
Yeah, I think you'll remember in the visions that we have had, there's always been a bright fucking light.
Yeah. I prayed to it.
We
Damn
did
it, I
pray
wish he was
to
still drunk. I had a question for him.
that. He's not drunk.
I
No,
know.
yeah,
he's
if-
not right
If,
now.
if he was still drunk, you could get some information out.
No, if I walk up to that house, I stop existing.
Maybe.
I-
No. There's no maybe. If I walk up to that house right
so
now,
as much as I would love
I'm
to be like,
gone.
this is the end of the session. One
I
of
need
you
an
said
encounter.
something. One of you said something
Okay.
very interesting that I think is the perfect moment to do something.
Am I fucked?
No, here's the funny thing. Hanu, your two visions that I have for you, one is funny, and the other one is like, oh, I kind of fucked up. I'm fucked up, but in that way that is like, oh, Dad's gonna be pissed, kind of fucked up. That kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
This scene that I'm talking about is a little different.
I
So
was the one who gave it to him and stuck
That's true.
around for him.
that's true, but the one for Nina, the scene I have for Nina is actually really nice.
Yeah.
So again, doesn't fit. And I have one for Percival, but he's not fucking here.
I
Sorry.
really want to know what you have for die.
Oh, I know, I understand you do, and it. You won't find out until much later, but it is integral to the entire thing. It's
Your
important
plot
to-
relevant.
Your plot
I'm
relevant.
not relevant.
Your
Also-
visions, all of you are plot relevant to your past and whatnot, and what's going on. Your plot relevant now.
Oh.
Anyway, sorry, Dive, continue.
I just want to point out the one thing, the last thing that I've said to him. If you need help, just ask. I have no doubt in my mind that if he will know where to find us, if
He
he
will
needs
pray
help
to
with
us.
anything, fuck it. Dive might actually pray to him. He's the god of celestial bodies.
No, he'll pray to us. And we'll know.
I'm good.
As you all
Politely
Rest.
decline.
in the tents, those that don't need to sleep huddled around the fire.
We
The
need
cold-
to rest for 2 hours.
The cold chill of the winds biting at you, no matter how tightly you try to bundle up. The feelings of fear pushing through, as you've all stated, running through you, chilling your non-existence. And while the two that do actually need to sleep are racked with nightmares, one of you said that they never felt the fear of dying.
Oh, good luck, Eshe.
Good luck, Eshe.
And Eshe, as you sit there, your knees pressed up against your chest, your hand around your knees, the cold wind stops. And it's still cold. You can hear the gentle crying of someone near you. Child.
Eshe closes her eyes tightly and says, "Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me."
You think this, but you don't say it. Your throat is sore. Crying and screaming. Your eyes are dried from the amount of tears you have shed. And you hear a door open. And you, almost afraid, not almost afraid, but you have to know, you look up. And you are in a small iron cage. About the size, large enough to fit a pig. Your hands still wrapped, your arms are wrapped around, hands are bound together, and the rope that binds them is tied to one of these, one of the bars of your cage. All your cage is covered by a cloth except for the door open or closed. You can feel bindings around your chest pulling you back towards the other side of the cage. So you have such a tight amount, like so little movement. You look over and hear these heavy footfalls coming down steps, the creaking of wood following it. Each time the sound of crying gets a little deeper, and you look across and there's a just bank of cages. There's like 12 across, and then another set above that, like sitting on top. And in one of those cages you can make out a child, similar to your size, similar to your age. And the thing that stands out about him is that he has freckles that glow dark, like specks of gold. And he has wings stretched back behind him, tied to restrict his movement. And then you hear a metal cage door swing open. And another child screams. And you hear, "Alright, your turn." And this kid you can hear is kicking and screaming as it's dragged out. And someone says,
Sorry, one.
"Hold him down." And you hear the sound of someone picking up a tool. And then a very heavy pair of legs walks past your cage. And a face comes into it. It's gnarled and scarred. The eyes cold, delicious. Looks at you. "You're gonna make us pretty, Silver, ain't ya?" He licks his lips. And he has a pair of pliers in his hands. He snips them at you. Like one would try to intimidate someone. You don't look away. But you are terrified for your life.
Eshe is surprised that she found the courage not to look away.
Courage, frozen in terror, maybe. But he gets up, turns, and you hear someone else say, "Why do you do that?" "What?" "That. You like fucking with him, don't you?" "It's fun." "You're fucked up, you know that?" "Yeah." "Hold him down." And you hear this kid scream again as you hear a familiar noise to you. As that man grunts, and you hear the vicious sound of something pulled and ripped from a body. This kid continues to scream as that noise repeats a couple of times. Until eventually the one says, "Alright, that's enough. Boss only wants a couple." "Yeah, but we can get more. Only a couple, you fuck." "Damn, you're creepy." "Yeah. Alright, time up. Throw him back in." And you hear physically something being thrown into a cage. The door closes behind it. And the heavy footfalls going up the stairs. The door closes. And you're left in the cold, damp basement somewhere as a child cries. And you are terrified that you're going to die here.
Eshe cries in the cold, dark forest, and she keeps her eyes off of the sky.
I did not properly learn the accent for this scene. Not expected. Yet.
Understandable.
Oops, hee hee hoo hoo. So Hannah, how did you expect the session to go originally?
Oh, my original expectation was you to camp out. Maybe talk to Aloysius a little bit. Head back to the crash site, and I had plans there.
Oh boy.
I think that's the session.
Yes, that is definitely the session.
Oh, sorry.
Thank
One more line.
Oh,
Although you're terrified you will die here, you know you will not die for a little while, and it will not be here.
Cold comfort, she supposes. She's sure she can't say the same for the others.
When I say
And-
you, the visions of your past life have always
Yes.
shown you how your past life dies, so you know you don't die in a cold basement.
Yep. Ashe just I was younger than I remember ever being.
Oh, yes, you were
So
that child in the cage, probably between 8 and 12. And he was closer in age you were.
So why do I feel like I still failed? And that
This
is
was
one
the...
of the many
Sorry, go ahead.
thoughts. That
This
is one
was-
of the many thoughts.
This was the scene that made me go, "This is a little much." I'm
It's
gonna do
a
it
lot,
anyway.
but
It's a lot.
I kind of hate the non-creepy guy more.
Yeah,
The
I
non-creepy
can
guy's like,
understand
this is
that.
a job. This is just a job. This is just a job. I'm being paid to do this job, and the dude that likes hurting kids creeps me the fuck out. Notably, this was inspired by a real life thing that used to happen in
Yep.
like the 18th century and 17th century, where kids' teeth would be sold, and they would be pulled from their mouths, still
Yep.
conscious and everything.
I didn't know about that specifically, but it sounded about. That sounds about right. Yeah.
So
The
you wanna
best
do
way to
your
make
ending doodly doos?
Best way to make dentures was with real teeth.
What did you say, Zero?
You want to do our ending doodly doos?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Zero would like a break.
Thank you all. Yeah, sorry, go.
Thank you all so much for playing with me. Thank you, Hatter, for DMing. Thank you, Zero, for being a rat and streaming. And Jesus fucking Christ.
And
you.
Nina, not Nina, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Mooney, thank you for being the chat bat today.
Ah, right.
Hey, Hatter, did you find the secret we were teasing you about today?
Oh, hold on. It was about the stream?
Yeah, look at the
Yeah.
stream.
I don't. I'm not seeing it.
I found it.
Should we say it, Zero?
I mean, if he can't find it, then he's blind. That's his fault.
Is it a dive is floating?
Dive has been getting progressively higher with each and every
Oh.
session.
Oh, I didn't notice that. I just noticed that dive was like above everyone else. I didn't realize that she was slowly getting higher. All right,
Every single
funny.
session, I move her up a few clicks.
that's funny. That's funny. All right. How did everyone like the session?
Doodly doos.
Oh, you want to do the doodly doos first? All right. Thank you all so much for joining us. I would like to thank all my players for joining me, Zero for streaming. It has been a wonderful time. This campaign. Oh boy, this campaign. Plan. And I have been laying. As you can tell, I've been playing plot hooks since literally session 1.
Yep.
So, thank you all so much for joining me. It has been a great time. Everyone else. Haunted Wood said it was a good session. Oh my goodness, first time in chat.
Thank you.
Hi. I don't know where you came from, but hello. Yes. This campaign is pretty fucking new, and God,
You came in on an interesting time.
Oh God, yeah.
Monkey
Oh,
It's
time.
okay,
goodness.
Hannah.
Oh yeah. All the other scenes I have for people are like the not scenes, but like the flashbacks are like. I'm just gonna say it. Eshe's flashbacks are the most terrifying and the darkest because they are like they were a kid when they died. Like it's fucked up what happened. So but it's Dreamer. Oh, Haunted Wood is Dreamer. Okay.
Oh!
Oh,
Yeah.
Dreamer.
Oh
Hi,
shit!
Dreamer.
Hi, Dreamer!
Hi. Hot damn. But
Did you...
We can ask after.
Thank you all so much for joining me. It has been a wonderful time. All the new faces, all the old, thank you so much. All the friends and all the strangers that are yet to become my friends, thank you. And those watching the future of their time machines, thank you as well. And until next time, don't forget to spread the weird. Good night,
Bye.
everybody.
Good night! Bye-bye!